everybody? How is everybody doing? My name is Ashley, and welcome to Once Upon a Dice Roll.
Hi.
Oh my
Why
goodness.
do I sound like that?
What do you mean? Why do you sound like that?
Hi.
I was like shaking. I don't know. Hey.
Hi.
Super
I don't
excited, you guys.
Nervous.
You
I'm
literally
nervous.
just cosplayed Eddie with like the most utmost confidence ever, and here you are going, hello.
Can I just say like how like gay I am?
Yes, you can say it as many times as you need.
Because wow, Ashleyna,
I
what's up?
appreciate it.
Bless it
yeah,
up,
no,
bless it up.
Cheers. Me too. Me too. Cheers.
A little cheers all around for everybody. Cheers, cheers. Yes, this is a truly, guys. Don't be judging me.
What? Why would we
Never
ever
judge.
judge you?
I'm talking about the viewers right now.
I would never
You better
ever
not judge.
my
I'm judging
game
you back,
master. I
viewers.
would
I'll bite
never.
you. I won't.
I
Never.
would give
Might.
her all
I'm
the
sorry.
lenience.
From now on, you shall refer to
I
me
think
as Dungeon Daddy.
All right, I would never
Yeah,
judge
yeah.
my dungeon daddy.
Everybody
My
loves Dungeon Daddy.
We all love Dungeon Daddy.
I need that shirt.
I think like the minute everything goes live, we just turn like into
Feral.
horny.
Yeah.
Feral,
like-
fully.
It's just like
Yeah.
horny on main. It's like no
It's
no
D&D.
shame.
It's
It
D&D.
really
That's
is
what
true.
happens.
Honestly,
Oh
you're
my
just-
Are
God.
you horny? Yes, you're playing D&D.
You know,
I
I have-
mean, the whole trope of a bard is that they're like sexual, heteronormative, like
excuse
love
me.
it.
not
we need-
heteronormative, but you know what I mean.
We need bards that are just more gay than if
Ex-
heteronormative is the second
Oh.
word you think. We need more
Yeah.
gay bards.
I use the
Like,
wrong
I
term.
volunteers tribute.
I
Homosexual.
was like,
Yeah.
I'm Ace Bard. How about that?
There you
go.
go.
Soul. Ace
There
Bard
we
of
go.
my soul.
Yeah,
There you go.
Flirt, it's fun.
Excellent.
Anyways, instead of being our thirsty D&D selves, I think it's time that we kind of just jump into everything. Real quick, just quick fire off round of introductions. My name is Ashley. I am your DM tonight.
Oh, quick like that. Okay.
Very quick. Everybody
also-
knows who we are by now.
I know. Chat. we also
Episode
need
2. Everyone knows who we are.
Everyone. Also,
Who?
chat. We need to think of who. We need to think of like, DM of chaos or DM of blah blah blah. Like we need to think of something for Ash. So
Oh, gosh.
that's the mission. But my
Yeah.
name is Ashlina.
Destiny.
My name is Ashlina, the Hallow Queen. And I am playing Kathleen. I don't know what you find me on Twitch and everywhere else. At Ashlina. Yeah. There you go. Was that quick? Was that good?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
You're so cute. God damn it.
I hate my life. Come at my face.
I'm sorry. Can you stop saying things like "come in my face"? That's that's against the anti-horny.
There's an answer.
We are not even 4 minutes in.
We were just talking
Getting
about
it
how we're
out of
gonna
the
get
way.
to business.
Getting it out of the way.
Ash, your mother watches.
I'm sorry. I'm the horny police, and I declare that you need to not tell people to come in your face.
I was just getting it out of the
This
way
is
because I
a
said it last episode
Oh
on
my God.
accident. So I
It
said
was,
on
it was
purpose this
totally
time.
not an accident. Come on.
It really was.
I'm just looking at literally I'm sitting here looking at my AC of 10 going like, I wonder how I can fix this. And then I hear come in my face.
I'm sorry. Listen, I was just getting it out of the way. You know?
Oh my God. Oh, all right.
It's chaotic start.
We're
Blues.
doing great. We're
Yes.
doing great.
Hello.
Mhm.
Am I introducing myself now?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
my name is Blue Jay. I'm not actually the horny police. You can find me being I try and I'm losing my vocabulary today. I apologize. I'm not the horny police because if I were, I'd have to arrest everyone that follows me on Twitter.
Mhm.
Let's be real.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can find me most days on Twitter at bluejay_712, on Instagram at bluejay, and on Twitch at bluejay. And I'm playing a Muriel, who is a chronology magic wizard. So I manipulate time. I'm a time wizard, and that's me.
Calamity.
Oh heck, I was like, am I next? Hi, I'm Calamity. I do a lot of different stuff, and here I am playing a ranger tiefling from Telerican. I don't remember anything I do right now. I don't know. I'm just here.
It's a mood. We do have Stella as well. She is currently out sick, so she won't be joining our broadcast today, unfortunately, but her character will be plagued with the ability to go and take a cat nap. So, unfortunately, she won't be joining us, but we cannot wait to have our... Caught myself from saying we'll have our pussy back next week, but
Horny police.
wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. We need to have an alert that is just
get a count going.
I
all right. Anyways, we'll jump on over to Vandy.
how am I even gonna follow this? Like, I'm Vandy. I play old lady Myrtle, Dragonborn cleric who has memory issues and internet. OMG Vandy everywhere. Also, I mean, I am horny on main, but like, do I just need to say like some kind of sexual thing?
No, you don't. You absolutely don't need to.
Initiation. I'm kidding.
Haze her.
I mean, listen, I can't wait to have our.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
Good.
I hope Stella gets well.
Wait,
That's
I didn't say anything horny. Wait.
no, I don't think you did. No, actually, I
I didn't.
True.
Oh
think
my
I'm just
God.
like now on that track of mind, unfortunately,
That's fair.
which is not great for me because like
Old
listen,
and
old
horny.
ladies can fuck too. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Myrtle
Wow, there it
does
is.
what Myrtle does. Listen, that's fine.
Oh my God.
They don't call it bad dragon for nothing.
Myrtle
I'm
is
saying.
fertile. I'm done.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks for watching,
no.
everybody. We appreciate you guys all, dropping in. Just-
Jesus Christ, that's one of mine. Don't worry.
Ivory.
Oh boy. Okay. So this is how we start off our night. You know what? But that's fine. That's fine. That just means we're getting like the shakes out. We're smiling. We're talking. We're having a good time. So without further ado, I think it's about time we jump into episode 2. That rhymed. I swear I did not mean that. No, I lied. I did. I totally did.
Sure.
All right. Previously on Once Upon a Dice Roll, our party found themselves in the middle of a public execution. Muriel attempted to trick the Queen's Guard Kathleen into gaining access to the stage to stop the execution from taking place. Unsuccessful, the elderman Wilfred Keensley was hung. Immediately after, Tirabesk, a handmaiden, ran into Anod Square, searching for the guards to aid in the investigation of the murder of none other than Muddock Baylor. The party was then investigating the murder of the Gold Dwarf when joined by lead detective Hugh Dunny and his partner Cork Lewis. It was discovered that Muddock was poisoned, and the group called the Lost Rebellion might have played a part, but the party still does not know why. Before they were able to put together the evidence, they were caught off guard by a band of 3 bandits who had captured Cork. A short battle took place before Muriel cast the foes into a deep sleep. Upon a closer inspection, a list was found in the pocket of one of the bandits, with Muddock's name at the top. And we return back to our party.
Ah. Well,
All right.
let me just remember. We left off specifically. I'm looking at my notes. We were like, we had just kind of wrapped up these people who were fighting us, right?
We tied them up so they couldn't attack us.
Yep.
And they're probably like either just woke up or just about to wake up because I think it only lasts a minute.
They had already woken up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got the note out of their pocket and it has like
Yeah.
a list of
Oh yeah, and I tried to bonk them and I missed.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like
Oh, yeah,
a hit
hit
list,
list.
Ash?
Yeah.
I think it was the hit list.
It appears to be a hit list, correct?
Okay. And you said that they're just now waking up.
They had already woken up. That's when Myrtle tried to bonk them. Because
Right.
one of the guys
Started
was
talking back.
Yeah, he was like, you didn't
Right.
even hit me at all, and you went to go bonk him and completely miss, and you thought you did, and you're like,
Right.
Great moments.
Okay.
Wasn't that a critical one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dang.
pretty bad. I'm blind. It's terrible. But I listen, I don't know.
You did your best.
I like it. I like it. So missed bonk, and I'm just gonna be like, okay. Can we? I would like to look in the gentleman's pockets now, because did I find the hit list in the girl's pocket?
You did.
Okay, gentleman next.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
Oh shit! Hold on. That is a 16.
16. So as you search through his across his body, and you find just kind of in his back pocket, there's a little satchel. You pick that up, and do you want to open it, close it, keep it closed?
Open it.
You open it up, and you just see about like 3 gold, 2 silver in there. Really not much on them.
Okay. I would like to and this is gonna sound weird when I say this, and I promise I mean it not hornily. I would like to take off like their, leave them in their scurvies.
Leave them in their heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
There's skivvies.
Their little
Skivvies?
skivvies.
thank you.
They're little.
Their
Scurvy
tidy
is-
whities.
Sorry.
Scurvy
yeah.
is a disease that you treat with,
Sorry.
I don't know, citrus. And
I meant
skivvies are a slang for
skivvies.
underwear.
That's what I meant. I'm not a pirate.
No,
I'm sorry.
You could also be a pirate. That's fine.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Be a pirate too.
How are you going to do this? Because they are currently tied up. If you take their clothing off, then you have to untie
Cut
them.
it off of them with
Yeah,
a
I was-
knife. Do it really like slowly.
Do you have a knife on you, Kathleen?
Stop asking
goddamn
questions.
loose.
God dang it.
I'm so sorry.
Hold on, let me see.
Horny police my ass.
I told you I'm not really the horny police.
No, you're like the opposite. You're like the horny like enforcer.
Yes, everyone
Make-
must be
Continue
horny.
to make people. Yeah.
You
I
currently, you only have your pike on you.
Fine. They can leave their clothes on.
While these people are being searched and seizured, Amuriel is kind of like standing back behind the rest of the group, looking a little like, I don't know, ashamed from having been like so violent towards them, and kind of like looking at / trying to avoid looking at the one that died.
Oh yeah, there's a dead one.
Yeah, one of them
Mhm.
died.
You're welcome.
Fully died.
I forgot about that.
I-
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay. Yeah, no, I fully forgot that one of them actually died.
Mhm.
Just see
Okay.
here.
So I'm not gonna cut their clothes off, but since my investigation roll was a 16, like I just want to make sure that they don't have anything else of value on either of them. I want to search them in that way to where I get everything that I need.
You know what? Could I cast Spare the Dying on the dead one?
I already checked. It was too late.
Yeah, so
It's too late.
yeah, so
Oh,
spare the
okay.
dying. It says you touch a living creature that has. By the way, guys, I actually have spell cards. So, haha, chat. I'm prepared this time. You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. I mean, it's instantaneous. It does. I mean, technically, he did just go down to 0 hit points, but he insta died and didn't have death saving
A
throws.
lot of times
so.
NPCs don't have death saving throws unless they're like important NPCs, you know?
Like key NPCs.
It's really at your discretion, you know, like
And even
But
if they do,
yeah.
like it's once per round of combat that you're rolling.
Yeah.
So like after you've been out of combat for a while.
I would
like,
say he's been down and out for a little bit too long for you to cast it.
no problem. I will just kind of, I'll look at him then and just kind of be like, too late on this one. I really got him good.
You're welcome.
Well,
I mean, he did have Quark in a bag, and I mean, was pretty much going to kill Cork unless I did something. And not to mention, I actually got hurt in the process too. And I'm just like you can just see, I'm just like a little bit sore. But
Where did you get hurt?
I'm gonna like kind of move my, I guess, like.
Do you still have the arrow sticking out of your shoulder, or did you pull it out?
Oh gosh.
Because I don't remember if you pulled it out or not.
No, I don't think I pulled it out. So you would see it.
She's like, where?
Where are you sore? Where's the soreness coming from?
Myrtle, give me a
where are you
perception
hurt?
check.
I
I'm
can't
kidding. I'm
see it.
kidding.
Listen,
I can't see it. Yeah. So right here, and I'll just like, but probably ripping out wouldn't be the best move right now because we don't know what would happen. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of be like a little bit sore. But I
don't move
definitely. Oh,
don't move
Okay.
it. It's just
Okay.
gonna make it worse. Stand there. Don't move.
what are you
Hey.
doing?
She's a cleric.
Getting rid of the arrow.
What are you gonna do?
Have you
Get
never
rid
been,
of the
Is it
arrow.
gonna hurt me? Is it gonna hurt me?
have you never been healed by a cleric before?
No, I haven't needed it.
Oh,
Really?
I apologize.
Well, you must live a pretty blessed life.
Aren't you a guard?
You don't know my past, and I don't think that's something that I want to share with you right now, especially considering we have two people tied up. But
Right.
if it's not gonna hurt,
Myrtle, can I get a
then-
perception check real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get one for me. Yeah, sure. Oh,
Can we just
boy.
get it out of the way that I can't fucking talk? The end.
No, you're
Uh,
you're doing
people.
fine.
We
What was
have-
that?
We have two
It's
people
a
tied
12
up.
plus 2 for 14.
So you kind of, in the moment that Kathleen says that, you look over and you see the two people kind of like inching away like caterpillars as much as they can.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I'm just gonna like,
They both rolled a
Waddle
7,
over.
by the way, to try to get away.
oh my god.
So you definitely noticed.
Okay.
Oh my
Would I
I'm
notice
gonna, like,
as well?
I think at this point you might have your back turned towards them, or
Okay.
as you're talking to Myrtle, and
Okay.
hence why Myrtle sees them kind of inching away.
I'll like take my staff and just kind of put it between the both of them, like their backs, like because I'm guessing they're like tied up to each other, correct?
I think we hogtied.
hogtied.
Correct.
We
Yeah.
did.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like put my staff like through like one of the holes or whatever, just to like hold them in the ground and just be like, "Where do you think you two are going?"
And I guess I would turn around at this point, the conversation, whatever, like just leaving the conversation. We can deal with that in a second because Kathleen's mind, I'm sure, is like, we need to, what's going on here? I'm like, I'm gonna like, I guess I would turn around and I'm like, were they just trying to escape?
No.
I look at them. Are they like giving me anything when I look at them?
They are giving you like so the girl has a mad bitch face. She is just
Mm-hmm.
staring you down. While the gentleman, he's not making eye contact. He's trying to like not look at you at all.
Not well.
I will watch them while you, Myrtle, heal. And like I point to my shoulder where Kathleen's shoulder is injured. And then like I turn to the two people and I guess kind of like have my quarterstaff out, but I'm more like leaning on it. And I'm still like my eyes like flirting like back and forth between like them and the body on the ground and like looking like a little frantic about it, like, oh, this is not fun and good. We were just trying to stop someone getting killed earlier.
So
Quick question.
the girl, sorry, go ahead, Calamity.
I was just gonna say, who has the list?
That would be Kathleen.
Kathleen. Okay.
The girl breaks her contact from Myrtle and looks over into Muriel and just looks her dead in the eyes and just with a grimacing look. I'm guessing you've never seen a dead body before, have you?
Actually, just earlier inside, I did, and before that, someone was hung in the town square. I've never been.
You've never killed
Well-
somebody before?
Not until recently, no. It was a mistake we should have tried to talk to you first. Yes, you put the mouse detective in a bag, but you didn't kill anyone that we know of, at least. Unless, and I point to the house, unless that was you. We didn't even ask.
Would Kathleen hear this conversation?
You're close enough.
I'm gonna look at you, Emiriel, and show you the piece of paper and say, do you really think we can trust these two? Look
Stop
at this piece
moving.
of paper.
I'll, like,
Myrtle.
because Myrtle is, like, yelling at you, I'll, like, look at the piece of paper, like, be like, okay, like, calm down. And I say, well, we should have at least, I don't know, given them the same fair trial that we would have wanted to be given to us, right? That we would have wanted to be given to the man in the square.
I
Justice.
understand. But I am going to take control of this situation, and I need you all to follow my lead.
Push the arrow all the way through her shoulder. Just so, like, I had to push it through so that the barb actually goes all the way through.
I'm just going to, like...
Kathleen, go ahead and take 1 extra piercing damage because that probably hurt. That probably hurt.
Ow.
Caught off guard.
Right,
fine.
right.
I mean, she's gonna
Gotta
kill you
make
after.
sure it's got. Listen, if she doesn't know, if she doesn't suspect it coming, she's not gonna get mad at me, right?
Exactly.
Myrtle thoughts.
I don't know. I don't know if
I don't know that one.
I'm gonna get kind of like... And I'm just gonna kind of like try and relax a second, but like that definitely hurt. And I guess I'm just...
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I
quiet.
wince a little watching it happen, and then like respond back to you, and I say, you were just talking about earlier how you didn't know any of us, and yet you expect us all to just go along with whatever lead you take. I'm afraid that's not how it's going to work.
And I'm still kind of just like in shock and like kind of looking at Myrtle like a warning would have been nice.
Oh,
And then-
you would have made too much of a fuss if I gave you a warning.
Did I ask for your help?
I
Did
snapped
I ask
the.
for your help?
I just snapped the barb off of the thing, off of the arrow. Toss the arrowhead away, and just
You're
yank
still helping. Okay, yeah.
the
got it.
rest of the
Okay.
arrow out of her
Right.
shoulder.
Right.
There
Okay.
you go. All right. Well, it looks like it's a pretty clean one. Let's patch this up. Don't move it. No, don't move it. You're going to aggravate it. But,
Myrtle, right?
Golly.
It's Myrtle. It's Myrtle.
yes, it's Myrtle. And I'm gonna cast first level Cure Wounds just on her shoulder. Now,
And-
don't move. It's gonna feel cool, and then a little hot, and then cool again.
And then while Kathleen is distracted, I'm just gonna, because I know that she's gonna come over and try and like take the control of the situation as soon as she's done being healed. So I turn to the 2 people that are tied up and I say, "Why did you have that list? Why are you killing these people?"
Okay. Before we get to that, Kathleen, go ahead and give me a 1d4 roll. Would that
A 3.
Myrtle? Are you the one who's supposed to make that roll, or is it Kathleen?
I make that roll.
Okay.
So I
Oh, okay.
cast
Alright.
I cast Cure Wounds at the first level for
Yeah.
11 points of healing.
All right.
Oh.
It doesn't overheal, correct? It just does to max because it doesn't
No,
grant.
just up to the max.
Yeah. So you are now at max health, Kathleen.
Okay. So I'm no longer with the 12 hit points then.
Correct. You are now.
Back at 18.
Yep.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. It might leave a little scarring, but, well, it's not so bad. I've seen worse. Hey, try to move your shoulder now. Gently, though. Don't go too much, and still knitting up inside of it.
Yeah, it's a little sore.
You probably got better range of motion on their shoulder than you've had in, well, however many years you've been alive.
Listen,
Probably like 12.
12.
How old are you?
Oh, boy.
35.
Seven,
I'm 35.
35. Oh my goodness, you're so young. Wow.
Myrtle, you said it was, right?
Yes.
Haven't you asked her name like 6 times?
Well, I've been trying to fit it into the role play. It just hasn't been the right moment.
Got
so,
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Myrtle.
Thank you for healing me. I don't like to ask for help. And so yeah, thanks.
That is not a problem. This has been my job for forever. So it's kind of what I do is to go around and patch people up, and I mean, listen, I've seen some things, a lot of which I don't remember, but I remember making sure a lot of people were, patched up and trying to save whatever men and women and folks and whatever that I came across. So, it's on arrow. You're not gonna die from it.
All I ask is that you just ask me next time.
Okay.
Yeah, right. What if you're unconscious? What if you get knocked down by
I'm
a
just gonna
boulder?
sigh. I'm just gonna sigh and just look to the side.
I'm gonna take that as an exception.
I get knocked down, but I get up
I get
again,
up again.
and I'm never gonna knock me down. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's all I went through my head. Muriel, what did you say to the bandits again while this encounter was happening?
Yeah, so while Kathleen was distracted because she kind of knew from like her, I'm gonna control everything and I'm a guard of the queen and the queen's the best.
Thank you for mocking.
You're welcome. Because she knew that as soon as Kathleen was unoccupied, she would probably come over and like take control of the bandits. Muriel like crouches down to be more at their level because they're hogtied, and she says like, why did you have that list? Why are you killing these people? And she like leaves it open-ended. I just want to know before, and she like head gestures towards Kathleen, before this eager guard takes you directly back to the gallows in the center square.
The gentleman's still not making eye contact. The female looks over back at you and is like, well, wouldn't you like to know? Unfortunately, that's not exactly your business.
She's really okay. And I think that like a Muriel who's kind of used to like getting any knowledge that she could want to have like out of books is just like, well, I give up on trying to convince these people to give up their secrets. And so she just has like a little eye roll moment and like stands up and is like, do as you will.
So I will say this entire time, Lyrican has been watching this entire scene with slight amusement, but is also kind of like spinning an arrow in her fingers. So I think at that moment she walks up to the gentleman, looks down at him and says, "You've been awful quiet."
He slightly looks up at you and then kind of looks back down. She does all the talking.
And why is that?
He goes to speak before the female just kicks out her foot just enough from the hogtie to kind of kick him in the back of the arm. Because she told me that. Because she told me so.
I'm sorry, is she your mother?
That was an
Mommy?
out of character snort. I'm sorry.
Same.
He quickly looks back down. Yeah.
She's your mother.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. So literally, Ash, like literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, that is his mom.
Wow.
um
Just casual murder with the family?
Yeah, no big deal.
And-
Oh, what is that? Your
Casual
father?
kidnap? Yeah, it's
I think
Saturday night. Let's go kidnap.
Saturday night
Fam.
kidnapping.
Anyway.
Damn. Ice cream after.
Oh my god.
I think that Lyrican will sort of tilt her head and go, "How old are you?"
15.
What?
15. You know, among my people, you're able to make your own choices at 15.
He slightly opens his mouth to talk. Not when you're apart, and then quickly she kicks him again.
And I think at that moment, spins the arrow, points it right at the woman's throat, and says, "Move again, please." I've been wanting
what
to stab you since I
point-
Okay,
saw
you're
you.
intimidating me now.
At what point, like, would... Because I guess my back is turned, right? Because, no, Myrtle was behind me-ish. But we would be kind of off to the side. I'm just trying to, like, get, like, a picture of it in my mind. So, like, at what point I get... Here, blankly. At what point would I see things going on and
I think the moment Lyrican approached.
Okay. I would like to walk over there. Okay. I would, as soon as Lyrican kind of like gestures, like do it again, move again, I'm gonna walk over there and ask what Lyrican is doing.
Getting answers?
Have you gotten anything?
Not yet. She talks too much. I want to hear from him.
I'm gonna take my pike, and I'm gonna also put my pike at her throat.
Wait, who made that squeak?
That was me. I'm
I was like, okay, who just
I would make
squeaked?
that squeak IRL in this game, though.
You can just hear poor Adira like in my hood just over and over.
Yeah, I feel like Muriel is feeling very uncomfortable with this and might have made that noise as well. I made that out of character, but yeah, there's definitely a...
Nobody can tell if that squeak came from a Muriel or the
Adira.
sleeping Adira in the hood of Myrtle. All you guys see randomly is just two paws kind of like quickly stretch up with the toe beans and
Show
then
the beans, yeah.
and then slowly sink back down into Myrtle's hood.
I'm crying. I love it.
So I guess I will be like at this point like joining Lyrican in like some form of intimidation and telling her to be quiet.
Let me get an intimidation check, which would be
Fuck.
yeah, just intimidation. Both Lyrican and Kathleen.
Both? Okay.
Fantastic. Okay. Freaking
That
A.
is
It's
a 13.
and that is a 3.
Give me one moment. I'm trying to pull it up on D&D Beyond.
Oh, wait. JK, that's an 18. I need to not roll in the dark. So that's actually a 20.
Damn it,
20.
Kathleen.
You said that was what was it again?
A 20.
And
Dirty
Kathleen?
20.
A 3.
So with Lyrican already having the arrow, I'm assuming Lyrican, you would have probably like knelt down with like the arrow directly underneath her chin like that. That's pretty intimidating. And
Okay.
and Kathleen, when you walk over and kind of point your spear, it seems kind of like useless while there's a sharp object to this woman's jugular.
Okay. I'll draw it back because I will feel that Lyrican is most likely giving off the intimidation factor that, and I don't need to add to it. And I'm gonna hold up the piece of paper like in between, my 2 fingers like this. What is this?
So we're going Yu-Gi-Oh then.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Or Sailor Mars, whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
What is this?
I got too excited.
And she quickly takes
Not
her.
you, him. What is this?
Wait, who are you guys intimidating again?
She has the arrow pointed at his throat, but she
We're
doesn't
telling
want
her
him to
not
talk.
to speak.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Him.
And I'm following that 1000% because he's gonna spill the beans.
Okay.
Let's go.
Talk.
Give me an intimidation check on him, because you did one on her, but you have not intimidated the young boy. Oh no.
My God.
Oh no.
Okay. 14.
Ooh.
He's a young boy. You're a bit intimidating. So he's looking at you and then kind of like looking back over at it, like trying to look back at his mom as much as that he can. It's a grocery list.
And I'm gonna open it. Whatever. And I'm gonna say, oh, Muddock Baylor.
Yeah, he's one of our patrons that we do groceries for.
Oh. And I'm gonna
I see why she does the talking.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Everybody can make an insight check on that.
Okay.
If you can beat a 1.
I got.
Wait, did he really get a 1?
No,
I
no,
got
no,
a-
no. I said if you can beat a 1, because I'm like a grocery list.
I got a 17.
I got a 9.
Oh, I guess.
Come on, dice. Sorry, I'm getting pissed.
I got a 12 plus 4 for 16.
17.
Okay, Muriel, Lyric, and Myrtle, y'all can tell that he is lying through his teeth. Kathleen, you kind of like, you give him a glare because you're like, I know that's not what this is, but there's also a part of you that wants to believe him.
Right, because he's young.
Listen, you young whippersnapper. You better start telling the truth. No more fibs just because your mama's right there. Somebody died because of your actions today. Maybe more. I don't know. Either way, spill it.
Question outside of the game.
Sure.
Hogtied is their
on
hands.
your stomach with your hands and feet
Yeah.
tied together.
Okay, so I'm going to with the intimidation of 14. Would I be able to do this with my roll? Would I be able to like bend his finger, like kind of in a painful way?
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna start bending his finger.
Oh, no, stop, please.
Grocery. Keep going. What's the list? You said grocery list. I would love to believe you, but what?
It's a hit list.
And I'm gonna release his finger.
Wow, shock.
Shock and wow. I'm gonna release his finger.
And you hear his mom give out like the biggest sigh. Roden.
Can I kneel in front of, what do you say his name is? Roden?
Roden.
Yeah. Can I like kneel in front of him, and Muriel's face is looked like she's kind of like looking past him a little bit. And she says, Roden, I know that you feel a lot of pressure, but I can see the way your life will go if you continue in your mother's footsteps.
There's
And it will
a
not
there's a
last
tear
much
kind of.
longer than this man, and I point to him. It will not last much longer than this man, and it will be full of a lot of pain. I can't guarantee that following us will be any greater for you, but I know that this is not the path.
You see a tear kind of roll down his cheek before he moves over and tries to wipe it on his shoulder. It's a little bit too far for him, though. He's like,
I will wipe it off with a little bit of dusty sash. One of my many robes. Here you go.
Who else? Or
Can that be like a persuasion?
I was
check,
just
maybe?
about to say, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Blue and Ash. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Oh, balls. That was a 7.
Oh no.
Gosh, I hate when you do a little speech and then the dice just don't back you up.
Oh my
I should
goodness.
have done the roll first and then the speech.
No, you always do the speech first, then the check to make it fun. The sash, the dusty sash, kind of wipes the tear off of his cheek, and he looks back up at you and is like, "The only pressure I'm feeling right now is my finger having been bent out of place."
Oh, well, I could probably fix that.
Oh no!
Myrtle.
Yeah, just like
Myrtle?
go over. What?
Can you wait just one second, okay? Please. I'm no.
Okay. I'm just gonna go deal with the body then before it starts being eaten.
Okay.
The young boy,
There's like birds like coming down, pecking at it.
Okay.
the young boy looks over at Myrtle. Is like, "Please, my finger really hurts."
You're fine. You need to answer questions. I need answers. We all need answers.
I'll just lean down to him, like kind of beside Emuriel, and I'm just gonna be like,
If you be good, I'll fix your finger, and I'll even give you a sweet.
The strawberry.
You're bribing
the
him
little
with
butterscotch
candy?
Strawberry candies. Oh, yo, I do anything.
The strawberry and
candies.
creams.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Or the butterscotch. Sorry.
Okay, you're actually making my mouth water. How dare you?
Sorry. My bad.
Those are so
Um,
good. though.
but that's mostly just to try to like persuade him to be like truly, cooperative.
He takes a deep sigh and just says like, don't. You guys mentioned somebody was hung or gallows earlier.
Oh yeah, the hanging. We almost missed it.
Gosh.
Wait, we did miss it.
No.
Sorry, I said the out of character. That was
no.
not a character. Oh gosh.
We were there.
You didn't.
I kind of missed it. I didn't see him swing. Well, anyway.
I did.
I'm just gonna get up and go over to the dead body and start like taking care of it, like to clean it up, I guess.
Were you expecting someone to be hung?
What do you mean?
You asked about the hanging.
I told him that he was going to end up like that.
Yeah.
just kidding.
You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
just a moment ago.
Okay, real
Oh, okay,
quick,
sorry.
Ash. The man who was hung. I don't have it in my notes. What was his name?
Wilfred Kingsley.
Is he on that list?
He's not on that list.
I'm just writing it down for. I'm just.
How-
Kathleen's gonna take a
how
glance
well-
at the list
You say you're taking a glance at the list? Okay.
just to see if I recognize like that name because Lyrican made kind of a good point. Like, I wonder, like, is this someone that they were, looking for or something?
Okay. While you're taking a look at the list, you notice that there's sorry. I'm very bad with math, so give me 1 second. There's 7 names on that list.
Okay.
2 are crossed out.
What are they?
There's 2 names that you do not recognize that are crossed out. You might have heard of them. The names are very familiar for some of the tax collectors.
Okay.
But
Is Muddock Baylor crossed out or no?
Muddock Baylor is not crossed out.
Okay. What are the 2 that are? Am I allowed to ask that?
Sure. Yeah, the 2 that are Admoria and Chimney.
And I won't recognize these.
No.
Okay.
So, for clarification, Muddock's name is on the list, but it's not crossed off.
Correct.
So I'm going to be looking at the list.
And as you are looking at the list, there is one other name that you don't recognize. You think it might be somebody of importance, but not a name that is important enough for you to hear or know of. You see Muddock Baylor, Jade Gatrude, who is the Queen's advisor that you recognize, Alurand Morbeck, who is the head of the guard, the Queen's Guard, and Cecile Damir, the Queen herself. Shocking, not.
Queen. Okay. Jade is Queen's
the Queen's advisor.
Advisor.
Yeah, so it's Jade
Morbeck.
Gatrude, Gatrude.
Queen's advisor, and then Morbeck is
Head of the Queen's Guard.
of Queen's Guard. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to write as fast as I can.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
am not writing their names down. I'm gonna just in character forget them is what I've decided.
Oh, yeah, that was the same. I was like,
Don't worry,
I did not look at the list.
Those are names that Kathleen would recognize.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tap the paper and I'm gonna say Jade, Morbeck, and the Queen, huh? It's not good that I found this piece of paper. What are you trying to do?
It's a hit list. What else are we trying to do?
Why?
To what end?
Who ordered this? Who ordered the hit?
He takes a big gulp. I don't know.
I'm gonna take the finger again.
I don't know.
I'll let it go.
You were gonna say something earlier. Who are you part of? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
He goes silent and kind of like turns and not look at you. And that's when his mom speaks up. We are agents of the Forgotten. And don't you forget that.
Would Kathleen have heard of them?
I didn't ask you, but I'll let it go this time.
Kathleen, you're not familiar with the agents of the Forgotten.
Isn't it the Lost Rebellion? I have it in my notes. They're a known rebel group against the crown.
That is a Lost Rebellion.
Not the Agents of the Forgotten. That's something else.
Give me a history check.
I have it in my notes from last time.
So do I.
Okay. So I
Me too.
apologize. I couldn't remember if I outlined that detail.
Revealed that.
The members of the Lost Rebellion call themselves the Agents of the Forgotten.
Okay.
Right. I think
Yes.
I was like, I have it in my notes.
I couldn't remember if I said it or not, so I'm just gonna go on y'all might not remember maybe.
Okay.
Wait, what are they called again? Sorry.
Lost
Agent-
of the
Rebellion?
Forgotten, a part of the Lost Rebellion.
Okay. And what was your?
What did
purpose
they
in
just
coming-
say? Yeah, go ahead, Lyric, and I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, what was your purpose in coming here?
She like looks back at you and is like, how many times do we have to tell you for the hit list?
Well, Muddock's already dead, so did you do it, or
In that moment,
what?
you see both of them kind of go wide-eyed and like look at each other. He's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, bananas. They didn't have anything to do with it. Look at them. You could read it on their face.
He's dead?
I'm just gonna sigh.
And they're,
No, I
and they're
like
kind of
that
like
with
whispering to
Muriel's
each other like, did you know about anybody else?
No. Talk to us. You were supposed to be the ones to order to take out the hit, to do the hit on Muddock.
Does that mean there's 2 groups of assassins in this city? Because I feel like that's going a little overboard.
Are you saying that in character or to me, the DM?
No,
Like, how
I'm
dare
saying,
you
like,
say it to me?
I'm sorry. That sounded out of character. It was definitely in character.
And for that, there's now 6
is
groups of
funny.
assassins. So I'm
Welcome to
I
Assassin's Creed. A once upon a dice roll campaign.
oh my goodness.
I've read many books. Well, it's not my focus, honestly, but I've read many books about the history of this kingdom, and generally, like, there's one reigning group of assassins per annum. They tend to not like to work together, you know, historically.
We're not a group of assassins.
So you just have a hit list? That's like I'm very confused. I fear that all of this is over my head, and I just want to sit down and maybe read a book and have some dinner. Or lunch? What time is it?
It's a little bit later in the night. The sun is definitely going down. You guys have been investigating for a while.
What was the last thing that was just said? I'm sorry, because I'm like I'm like a chess game. I'm trying to
They had mentioned we're not a group of assassins.
But you had the hit list is what Amiriel said. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of any other people who would want Muddock dead?
Not that. I mean, who doesn't want Muddock dead?
I mean, before today, I didn't know who he was, so I would say myself.
Myrtle? Can I get a history check?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't.
Let's see if Myrtle's memory is gonna fail her.
Yeah,
let
me.
I believe in
History
you.
is not great, but ooh, okay. So it's a 15 minus 1 for 14.
So, you know the name Muddock. He was the known gold dwarf who sold out the dwarves during the war and essentially gave the Kingdom of Durlusk a bunch of military intel to assist the kingdom in winning. Muddock is known throughout the land as being one of the biggest traders.
Just so you know, anybody who doesn't really support the crown, they don't like Muddock more than anyone. Probably more than the queen herself, because, well, he's kind of the reason they're all in this mess.
I'm just
And
gonna
he
stay
profited off of it. And that dwarf made so much gold, it is, well, I suppose anyone's vanity would be quenched, or greed would be quenched by how much you got from that.
I put my hand in my bag and gently pat around to find the egg I have. I'm like, oh, profiting off of. Okay.
For a second there, I was like, what egg? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Egg.
That's right.
Okay, so I would like to ask them. So what I'm getting out of everything that you're saying is someone beat you here, and now I have another group that I need to worry about now. Is what we're getting at essentially. I'm just gonna gesture to everyone, Is
the young boy is not feeling as is intimidating him anymore, and he's like, seems like the only people we need to be scared of is you. I mean, from what it sounds like is you guys were here before us.
Wait,
and
what?
Nick was already dead
But
when
we
we got
arrived
here.
with the Queen's detectives. We went into the room to find the
And the
dead
maid.
body with the detectives. So
And the maid. What was her name?
I'm looking
Tirabesque.
for it right now.
Tirabas.
I was literally looking for it right now.
whodunny?
Whodunny.
Wait, we killed someone?
No.
No,
No, Myrtle, no. Myrtle.
Wow.
I mean,
I mean, yes, but
Oh
No one knew.
All right, I tell you what.
We
This is what we're gonna
secretly
do.
murdered someone.
Oh my
This-
gosh, Myrtle.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do.
Oh, this
I'm
is what
gonna-
we're gonna do, huh?
Look at them too. I'm not gonna do anything. I could arrest you and, you know, give you to the queen and let her handle it, or I could let you go and then you go back to whoever, and then we're all in deep shit. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave you here, and I'll let nature take care of it. I'll let
Whoa.
you fend for yourselves. Looks like we have more investigating to do on
Okay.
who was here before you.
I think at that, like, something in like Lyrican like just shifts as she's looking at the boy and she says, no,
Why?
they don't need to do that.
Why? Are you
There's no
questioning the
point.
Queen's Guard?
I'm questioning, yes, I am, actually. And what I want to know is, why would we just let them go? So they can go back to their leader and tell them that we all are out here looking
I
for the
have
same thing they
all
are, so they
the
can send
info.
more people after us?
That's not gonna happen. I have all
Oh,
of the
it's not.
info. We have a bunch of info, and I think we need. I'm not letting them go. I'm not letting them go. I'm leaving them here to see if maybe the bears or the wolves or, you know, someone might want to come have a little snack.
just as a note, you are in Baylor Bay, which is still pretty much in the city. Not going to be a lot of bears around.
Dang it.
yeah. This is just
You
a city
have-
street.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Look, counter offer.
It's a little kind of like secluded, surrounded by
Got it.
trees, but it's still in the middle of
I
it's
think the
it's in the inner walls of the city.
Okay, I think the Tailspire map confused me a little bit. Okay, got it.
Do you have
Okay.
access to the resources on Discord?
Yes, I should.
Yeah, go into the campaign resources and then look at the Durlusk map.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're in Baylor Bay, which is where you guys found them.
Okay.
The
Perfect,
bay
thank
was
you.
named after Muddock Baylor.
Okay, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
so
I have
we're
that.
near the ocean. Street, lake, lesbian lake.
Great.
That's the
Baylor
Lake of
Bay.
Steam, damn it.
I hesitate to disagree with the Queen's justice,
Oh,
but
I don't.
considering we found these two with a hit list on their person with two names crossed off, it seems like they are indeed at the very least murderers. Not to say that we are any better looking at the body. But perhaps they should be delivered to a jailer to stand trial.
Counter offer, we bring them with us.
To where?
Oh, I suppose I could feed a couple more mouths tonight.
You're feeding us?
I'm not feeding you.
What?
I thought we were having dinner.
We're having... Oh my gosh.
I
American's just gonna like
You're feeding us?
just put
No, I'm not feeding you. You're feeding
your
yourself.
wheels.
I suppose I could do the old cart trick that I used to do with the youngins.
I
You
have
know,
a
the
feeling.
horse cart goes into the mouth. Here we go. You know, it's for the picky eaters.
How long are we gonna keep them?
I just think that they can lead us to whoever sent them.
I have a feeling that if we, I don't know, if we let them go, then surely we will soon encounter whomever sent them. We
Unless
just need
we
to be
find
on
it
our
on their
guard.
doorstep.
I told Cork not to tell anyone about this. That has me worried.
Can that little mouse keep his little mouth shut?
Maybe if I talk to him, I could, I suppose, without letting him know what's going on, let him know what's going on, but I'm just letting you all know. I will take the hit for this if something goes wrong.
Hit for what exactly? Are we keeping these people with us? Are we letting them go? Are we
I'm
bringing
trying
them...
to manage this the best way to where no one gets hurt. We are not responsible. We have information that I want to move forward with. These people can fend for themselves. They can go back to their leader. I don't really care. I'll deal with that in another time. But right now, I need to know who killed Muddick and why the queen is on this list.
But it's a hit list.
Perhaps we might get answers. Perhaps we might get answers from the book that was thrown in Muddick's fireplace. We could go to a higher ranked wizard than I to try and get it unlocked or something.
And what would you like to do with these two? While, that
I've already told you that they should be delivered to justice for their crimes. Right?
I thought we were having dinner. Are they not guests?
I told Cork not to say anything about this, so now if I bring them forth...
Then you are a guard who has found two assassins by yourself.
Would-be assassins.
I mean,
or maybe their
I don't know if
crime
these
wasn't
people are dead.
murder,
That's true.
but instead public indecency.
Kathleen's gonna walk off to the side for a second and just have just a moment of peace, and
Kathleen takes out a cigarette.
yeah, just my tobacco pipe. Just no, I'm just gonna have just like
So
I'm just
stressed.
gonna put yeah.
Kathleen takes out her hobbit weed.
Yeah.
She's like,
Rolls up and
Like her vape pen.
And
Right.
as you walk away, you just hear a small little diary voice. I got catnip.
oh my god.
Not really, but I imagine that could happen if a diary was still.
I'm just gonna put my head down and just take like one more step, just like away, and I'm gonna put my head down.
Okay. Take your time. I turn to Myrtle and I say, when I met you, and I like nod to Adira both today, I can't say that I expected it to be quite this interesting. But it has been interesting, and I can't say that I am the type to abandon a mystery half unraveled. So if you don't mind, I would like to stick around for dinner or until this mystery is solved.
I'm gonna hear dinner, and I'm just gonna be like, God, I'm so hungry.
Myrtle kind of like perks up and like,
Oh dear, I would love to have you. I'm very good friends with the local innkeep, and he lets me putter around in the kitchen every so often, gets his hands in too many things. But I would very much love to have you all for dinner, including you two, if you'll behave.
and I point to the two like tied up folks.
But as for your companion, I suppose it might be better if we have his rights now, so that, would bury him properly and everything. If it's all right, we can do it in Baylor's yard. It is very manicured. Probably a nice enough place for a tombstone.
Wait, you want us to dig a tomb and then have dinner?
Well,
I'm
I
not
suppose we could
really
just
the
put a
grave
tarp
digging
or
type.
something. And we could just put a sheet over the
I like
body.
pull out my spell book and I'm like flipping through the pages to kind of look and see if there's any like dig a grave really quickly type of spell.
Nice.
And like then I like
Maybe.
Looking
then
for
I find
I think you're
prestidigitation, then I
looking.
cast
Oh, okay.
it on my robes to make them a little bit cleaner, and I'm like, oh, forgot I had that one.
What? Maybe we could make these two dig the grave, although that seems a little cruel to dig the grave for the person that you came here with. The-
And the little boy kind of chimes in. You want me to dig my father's grave?
Oh my
I
god.
knew it. I knew it.
And then you just start seeing him laugh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, the look
Oh,
on your
you
faces.
little- Why
I
oughta, and I'm
I
just
think
gonna
at that
get
point,
up.
Lyrican gets another arrow and pointed at his neck. I was like, I was being nice.
Can I look at the body of the dead man and see if there are any indications of like a god or like a religion that he might have worshipped, so we can just, I don't know, dump his body at a church?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, I will give you an investigation check. Let's see how investigatory I am.
Look at his pockets.
While she's doing that, I am
look at his
grabbing this
pockets.
kid's ear.
I got a
and I am
12.
kicking it.
You got a 12.
Put an arrow away because that's enough. Yeah.
Let's see. With a 12, you notice just a small like amulet around his neck that has like a purple lily on it.
Can I like maybe roll religion to see if I know what religion that is? Or
Sure.
You said purple amulet?
purple lily.
Wait, would I have noticed this as I was like dealing with the body?
You were kind of dealing with the body.
Yeah, you
weren't
were.
I was,
You were.
like, cleaning and dealing with the body.
Well, I got a 7 for religion.
Myrtle, why don't you go ahead and just give me an investigation check as well?
Okay.
Gah.
Not a problem.
And we'll make it like a backdated one.
Sure.
Yeah. Where it's like you don't remember until that moment. Oh no.
Oh.
I got a natural one.
Oh my god.
-1 for 0.
Yo.
So I got a 7. Isn't it on someone's character? Is it enough to notice that someone else, like even if I don't know what religion it is, is it enough to notice that like I remember this like from like I don't know what religion it is, obviously I got a 7, but like can I at least be like, oh, Myrtle wears this or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't remember what religion it is, but
You do recognize it as vaguely very similar to the amulet or glass case necklace that Myrtle has around her neck.
Yeah, so while I'm like looking through his pockets and like looking for whatever, I say, Myrtle, I don't know if this is related to your god, but this man is also wearing a lily. Perhaps we can just take him to whatever church or synagogue or I don't know what the name for your religious practice building is.
What? Just out of curiosity, my investigation check would have no effect on this at this point, right? Like, Ash.
Like your investigate. Right? Yeah. So the investigation
backdated?
was backdated. Yeah. So if you want to do another investigation or do another religion check.
This, I can almost imagine this would be a history check or something. But
Do you not remember your own religion?
Well, no, because like I do, but like because it's very important to me. But like, oh, you know what? Actually, well, I don't know then. Yeah, I feel like maybe this would probably be important enough to me. My memory is very bad,
Okay.
clinically bad.
Got it.
So, like, I'm old. No, I mean if it's that specific, then
Is there what now?
The lily, It's the same as the one you wear, right?
What color is it?
I look at his necklace. Purple?
I am going to be like, I'm just gonna look at the kid and look at the mom.
That's probably just a coincidence.
How close are you to the kid?
At this point, I am holding the kid's ear. So.
Oh, that's right. So he, like, in like you tugging his ear, he kind of like is able to take a glance just out of the corner of his eye and see the lily around your neck. And you live under the rule of Lily?
Rule would be a very strong word. Honor is closer to what it would actually be. And it truly is. So,
He like just kind of like looks at you and is like, I've never met somebody outside of the Forgotten who follows Lily.
yes, well, I followed her for a very long time. But it doesn't matter. The fact is, you've now been here and come here with your mom and your fake dad, and you've started trouble. So,
Oh no,
you're
stepbrother,
only
I'm
getting a half
hogtied.
portion of dinner.
And I am just like, I'm yanking on his ear, and I'm like,
You're only getting a half portion of dinner and no sweets.
I think at this point, like Lyrican just like throws up her hands, like puts both arrows away, and like stomps off, and is like, "Do what you will.
Wait, where are you going?
Upon your head be the consequences." Like towards Kathleen.
And I guess that's gonna like snap me out of my you see me tuck a necklace back in my shirt, and I just turn around and I look at Myrtle and I say, do you have a room that we could lock him in?
do I have a room I could lock them in?
You're a nomadic healer. You are currently in traveling as well.
Not
Well, I
particularly.
assumed we would be having dinner at your house. Do we have somewhere where we
I
could
don't
lock
have
them?
a house, but I do
Right.
stay at an inn every so often. You know.
What inn?
The cast iron coffin.
It's
Amazing.
cast iron
Beautiful.
coffin.
Beautiful.
It's cheap.
Would
People there
Kathleen
are
would
wonderful.
Kathleen know if there's like a basement or an attic in said?
No, the
Would Myrtle know?
Would I?
Myrtle, since she probably frequents there, then yeah, she would probably know. The cast iron. Also, I meant to say casket. I don't know why I said coffin. It's supposed to be the cast iron casket. So,
Hey, I like it though.
I liked, both of them are good.
Both of them are great. Yeah.
it is located in Lower Durlusk, which is considered the slums of the city, and it's outside of the city walls.
I'm gonna
Little
message you, Ash.
a little
I'm gonna message you
far.
real quick.
Okay, it's a little far from where you guys currently are now. It would require you to travel through a good portion of the city, including a lot of the main parts where other guards typically are. So having to carry or escort two hogtied
court.
people might be a bit difficult.
How about we just wrap this up real quick, and we toss the body over the fence and then just regular tie these people and escort them to the lower city. How about
Look,
we do that?
Look, I want more answers. They know things, and I want to know. And it's really hard for us to trust each other right now, but if I'm gonna meet adventure and do these things, I might as well just do it and meet it with, and I'm gonna just touch my chest here and meet it with laughter. So yeah, let's regular tie them, untie their legs. I will be some sort of distraction. I don't think anyone would really question me. And again, I'll ask Myrtle, do you know if there's any place in the inn where we could put them? Or, you know, to question them further.
Well, it's an inn. I'm sure there's somewhere. Whether it's a back room or a barrel.
Now, what inn did you say that it was?
The cast iron casket.
Okay, if I remember
ways out.
correctly, there might be a closet or something, maybe.
It's an inn. Sure, there's something.
Right. So, let's do that. Would we be able? Is the lake close enough to where we could toss the body in the lake?
Yeah. I would say Muddick did have somewhat of like a lakeside type of home.
And then I'm gonna look at all of them and ask them what they think about throwing the body in the lake.
Well, if you look at the statistics, a lot of bodies that are thrown in this lake, so there's really not a lot of way to tell, who threw what. And water tends to wash away some evidence.
Right.
You guys went from investigating a murder to being the murder.
I feel like here's the thing. In D&D, there's lots of people killing people everywhere, all around, all the time, forever. This guy, here's my thought. He attacked us. So we could very well, with the guard in our party, just say, he attacked us. Here you go, church people. We don't have to hide it. Out of character, this is what I'm saying.
Right,
But,
right. And I could honestly, from this point on, because Kathleen is very adamant on getting more information, needs to know about this list.
So in the moment that you guys are discussing and trying to figure it out, I went ahead and rolled because you guys are taking too dang long to make a decision. You guys are still fairly in a very populous area, especially one that is close to
Even with the sun going down?
Even the sun going down, close to a crime scene. With Cork and Who having returned, another guard has decided to show up. And
I don't know if I would notice, but I'd probably just be like,
At least let me give this man his last rites before chucking him into the water.
Approaching is
I'm gonna straighten up.
None other than Alurand Morbeck, the head of the Queen's Guard.
Excellent.
He approaches and he sees that there's two people currently hogtied, and one that he can tell from kind of a distance is deceased, and he pulls out his pike and he kind of shuffles his way a little bit closer towards Kathleen and is holding the pike towards the rest of you. Who are you? What is going on? He turns to Kathleen.
Alurand. It's fine.
Is he coming for dinner too? Is this your boyfriend?
Just try not to pay attention to her if you don't mind.
I am Myrtle. Pleasure to meet you. You're very... Is he handsome?
He's very handsome. He's got
very handsome.
He's got a
I'm gonna blush probably.
He's got a very chiseled jaw and slight dimples kind of right under his high cheekbones. He's got very soft eyes that are bluish, with his eyebrows that are a little bit more into a stern look, and he's got tousled blonde hair.
My goodness. Did they promote you to whatever rank you are because of your good looks? Because, my goodness, if I were 50 years younger.
I just try not to listen to her. Hey, Cork.
Cork's not
Who?
here.
I thought you said they were.
They
They returned to the other place.
yeah, they returned back
Okay.
to essentially where they had to report back to, and
Okay.
they hadn't heard or seen from you in a while, and they were concerned, so the head guard went out.
Hey, yeah. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Clearly I got it all taken care of. Nothing serious. Nothing serious. They were just putting their noses where they shouldn't be, if you know what I mean. This fellow though, no idea. We just kind of stumbled upon him, and these two, just don't mind them. But yeah, how are you? Hi. I'm fine. I'm fine, by the way.
Can I like roll?
And
Poor man has not spoken.
I'm 1000% like blushing. I would do this in real life. I'm suck at flirting.
Can I roll an insight check? I just want to see if I can like understand the situation well enough to know that like Kathleen's intentionally trying to conceal the fact that we like killed this guy.
And I'm like gulping.
I just
I have
like
to tell y'all a story when we're done with this.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead
gonna-
and insight check. And
Yeah, I got
Kath,
17, so I feel like that's enough to like
Kathleen,
understand
can I
at
get a
least.
persuasion check towards Alurand?
No, you can't. God damn.
No, thank you.
No, actually, I quit. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to talk to this really attractive man, so no.
Muriel, what'd you say you got?
I got a 17.
Yeah,
so
you
I
can
think that's-
you can tell. Kathleen?
I got a natural 20 minus 1.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh.
Alright, alright.
I'm okay. This time around, I was actually really good. You know.
Hey.
Okay, well,
Hey,
Muriel, it's the opposite now. You're like, yeah, no, she's not trying to conceal this. She's got this on lock.
Okay.
He kind of like motions over to the other two. What about those ones? He's motioning over to Rodan and his mother.
His air quotes mother.
Mommy. Yeah.
Sorry?
No, like I said, nothing serious. Just putting their nose, peeking in on us, and it just like disturbed me and just like freaked me out. So we just like tied him up real quick. But yeah, no, they're really honestly no harm. Yeah. Yeah.
He quickly walks over with his pike. He just kind of pokes the dead body. What about this one?
Oh, don't poke
Yeah. We stumbled upon it and we were taking a look, and then we heard some like rustling in the bushes when we noticed these two. And I'm gonna kind of
It's not true! It's not true! The mother starts exclaiming.
I'm gonna take my pike and just point it at her. Yeah, she likes to talk, this one. Yeah, she really likes to run her mouth.
And then Rodan chips in. Me and my mother were just on a walk, and these people they just came out and attacked us, and they killed our friend.
Right. Now
Yeah.
listen here, you. I'm gonna again go back over and like reach for his ear.
Yeah, and the guard quickly steps in between Myrtle and the two hogtied. Stand back. You are not authorized to cross. Back up.
Whoa.
Oh yes, sir. All right. Well, this guy's got authority.
Right. I'm just gonna be like,
I will say, just really quickly, just for a little like flavor, Lyrican has proceeded to perch herself up on the fence and is watching this entire scene in amusement while just sort of like using the arrow to kind of pick her nails. It's not
Kathleen.
being helpful, basically.
No, Kathleen is gonna Alurand. Honestly, they kind of just like deserve the shit shift if cleaning up horse shit. I mean, honestly, nothing serious. I would definitely like love to keep an eye on them and just make sure they're doing their job. But I think the shit shift, I think that'll send the proper message.
And
And I'm gonna kind of like raise my eyebrows at them. Yeah. So, what are you thinking? What are you? Oh, spying. You know, kind of looking at what we're doing. It's not technically a crime.
Miss Rubel,
it-
I think it's time you shut your mouth for a bit. Because he believed the kid. The kid rolled a high deception, and he did not detect it. So he's believing the kid. So there's something not
Against a 19?
that is so here's the thing. There's something that you're not telling me.
I've told you everything.
Myrtle, you
Came
said you're
here.
gonna do something?
Yeah, when he gets like really stern like that, I'm just gonna step backwards. Like, oh, this guy is like a queen's guard. Like-
Queen's Guard.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he's now I'm recognizing I think it's like clicked at this point that I recognize the dynamics again and I'm like semi-lucid. So I am just going to like step back towards the dead body and just be like near it.
Okay.
And yeah.
I think, yeah, I'm also stepping back towards the wall where Lyrican is and just kind of not in a mean way, but like I don't really understand why Kathleen chose to lie about acting in self-defense, honestly, with these people. So I'm just kind of letting her do whatever because like I insight check, like she obviously had a reason. So yeah, I'm just like kind of like I don't know what to say to these people, so I'm gonna lean against this wall here and
I shut
wait
up.
to see how. Yeah,
I know. I know my place, and it's he's over me, and you know I'm a queen's guard. I follow the rules, and you know
Mm-hmm.
I
he's
shut my
over me.
mouth.
He's leaning over me.
Like,
He's-
Yeah, I was gonna say
Literally?
something. I was like, "Hey yo."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he's tall too. He's probably a good like 2 feet
he's
taller than you.
looming over me.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
shadowing
a
me, and I'm just
tall
like,
guy.
sorry,
Step on me.
that's not- yeah. Oh.
So in that
Damn it,
moment,
Ash.
sorry. Okay. So in that moment, he takes his pike and he quickly fastens it and sheaths it onto his back. And he looks at Kathleen and says, "I expect you to report back early tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
You owe me some answers." And then
Yes, sir.
he quickly points to the party. "Bring them."
And I'm gonna just glance over at them.
I'm
And
outside of your jurisdiction, so I won't be there.
As long as you are in the walls of Durlusk, you are under my jurisdiction.
We were just leaving.
swear.
And in that moment, he quickly turns to Rodan and his mother, and with literally just one hand grabs the rope that's tied between their hands and legs and just picks them up like a purse, one on each hand. Looks back to Kathleen. 0900, and slowly walks away.
Bench press me.
I just like
I'll probably like bite my lip at that.
is
You
he?
can slightly impress.
Wait, is he human?
He is human.
Oh my god.
He's a big boy.
Tall.
I mean, I guess that solved the problem of what to do with those two, right?
And I'm just gonna sigh, kind of like I had been holding my breath, like.
So now
That went terribly.
You don't say.
Why didn't you just tell him that they shot at you? They did,
What happened?
didn't they?
Aren't you a Queen's Guard?
Am I remembering that incorrectly? They did shoot at you, right?
Yeah, they had Cork, but I didn't want Cork to get... That's the whole reason why I shot, was because they had Cork, but I told Cork not to say anything, and so I didn't want to put Cork in a bad position either. And I just like kind of just put my head in my hand and just like doing the like migraine rubbing of my head.
I'm gonna like gently go over to Kathleen and just kind of put a hand on her arm and just be like, "Child."
You'll see me kind of like just a little, and then
Light pull away.
just a little, and then I realize that it's you because I'm in my head, obviously, and I just kind of just.
I'm not gonna hurt you or anything, but are you sure you're in the Queen's Guard, really, at heart? Because this interaction was not exactly, well, in line with Her Majesty's goals. And I suppose you don't have any ulterior motives, do you?
I just wanted to do the right thing.
And what was the right thing in your mind here? Because as a Queen's Guard, I would only imagine that the right thing for you would be to take them in, put them in a cell, and execute them. That seems to be what Queen Cecile does quite often.
I am gonna say this and this only. I'm not your enemy.
Well,
Oh, look,
I'm
a
not
diary's
against
back.
you. They're fighting over the cat bed. I'm telling you, this was a horrible idea.
It's adorable.
Yeah, I'm not your enemy. I'm not against you.
well, your actions here have proven as such in one form or another, but I still don't know who you are. My memory isn't that bad. I know who you are as of today, but you're not
tell
of
you
my
what.
faith, and
Myrtle,
you're part of...
Myrtle.
Mm.
As soon as we have a moment, I can tell you a little bit more about who I am.
I think
All
you're
right.
all of us that.
Yeah, I probably do. And like I said to Myrtle, I'm on your side. But that stays between us.
All right.
I don't have a side, honestly. I just want to know what happened. I can't live with the
Do
mystery
you
of
like
it.
the queen or not?
Undecided. I've kind of been in the library for my majority of my life.
I can relate to that a lot,
She's
actually.
kind of a bitch.
I also can relate to that.
Language.
Usually she'd be
and
like, fuck it, but she was like, oh, sorry.
Kathleen's just gonna leave it at that and just let them sulk in whatever feelings they have towards her. She said what she needed to say.
Listen, dear, I know it's very complicated right now, but everything does get solved with a hot bowl of soup or something.
Yeah,
so
let's go to the inn.
Well,
It's been a while since I've been in that area. Seen it really.
Can you two, Arrow Girl and you, Kathleen, do you mind picking up this body and bringing it to near the river at the very least, so I can just...
Did Did Alurand like say anything specific about what to do with the body before he left?
No.
What
Chuck
a
it.
douche.
You're the one that was flirting with him.
Shh.
He's a douche, but he's
What a
hot.
douche, but he's like a hot
I
douche.
rolled
He's
a
like,
19. I thought I could do it.
he's Gaston,
He's
you know?
confused. He's confused right now with
Gaston.
the information.
Gaston.
Oh my god, he's literally Gaston.
Oh
I literally
God.
created Gaston.
You made
Oh
blonde
my
Gaston, Ash.
no
My freaking leg
one
sleeve
stick like
touches-
Alurand.
Literally, my tattoo sleeve is Beauty
I
and
was
the
here for
Beast.
it.
So, I mean,
Nice.
Bro.
great. Yeah, let's just throw him in the
Yeah, Lyric begrudgingly helps.
in the water.
Well, don't roll him into the water yet, and I'm just gonna like,
I'm going to just before we kind of roll him into the water, I do want to do a standard kind of like Lillian like funeral thing, just very light rites. Tuck the necklace kind of like into somewhere very like secure for him, so it stays with the body, and then like kind of gently put him into the water.
and that's it, I guess. Can we, suppose we should head over there now to the casket?
Sure. Sounds as good a place for a not a funeral. What do you do after the funeral? Where you eat food together and are
wake?
sad? Yes,
A
a
wake.
wake.
Wake. Yeah. Eat
Sure.
food together and are sad.
What?
Just a description.
That's what it is.
I know, but it's just where you eat food
Sorry.
together and are sad.
And
All
I'm gonna.
all I have right now going through my head is a freaking Gaston song, and like,
That's
gosh, it
we need a
disturbs
rewrite
me
of
to
the
see you,
Gaston song.
Alurand, looking so down in the dumps. Like,
Perfect.
Yep,
So we
you're
now have two
welcome.
songs. We now have
When
two
we
songs.
get to 500 followers, we will make.
we will
Yeah.
record a cover of Alurand.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
Kathleen's
Mm.
gonna realize. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
All
All
right.
right, well, no time like the present.
So with that, you all make your way over to the cast iron casket. It is an inn that is located in the slums of Durlust. This is this is the old city of Durlust before the kingdom had really been built up. So this side of the kingdom has been kind of forgotten. A lot of the buildings are abandoned. A lot have wood planks across the doors and the windows. They're used every so often. You'll see the occasional drunk, like in an alley, just kind of passed out over a barrel. The smell of the city, it just smells like mud, and
So like New York.
New York. Yep.
it smells like New York and a farm. So there is the smell of like feces
Some manure
and
and garbage.
yes.
And piss. Yes, we
Yes.
love it.
So as you guys walk on in to the cast iron casket, we will go ahead and take a break. Okay. All right, guys.
Jungle wet dream
Tomato. All right, everybody. We're gonna be taking a quick 10 to 15 minute break. This is a really good time for you to get up and stretch. I don't know if you noticed, I went ahead and did my standing desk because I needed to, stand up, get some water, grab some snacks, go to the bathroom, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Once Upon a Dice Roll. Thank you so much for hanging out during that little break. I hope everybody was able to go to the bathroom, get some water, stretch, snack. I laid on the floor for a second. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I pet my dog.
Oh yeah, my doggy got cuddles too.
Oh, I didn't cuddle.
Oh, how dare you! You didn't cuddle your
I
dog.
didn't know she is sleeping. I didn't even I just completely.
No,
I'm sorry,
that's understandable.
baby
If a dog is sleeping, you don't necessarily always
girl. I
interrupt.
don't
No,
wanna wake
and now Clover's like wanting to play, so I'm like, okay, get your toy. Come on, get it, get it.
This
There.
is a pet-friendly podcast.
The puppy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
the
Speaking
pets.
of, if
That
you
made me
guys
want to do something to like Alexa, play Despacito. Anyone listening to the podcast out loud?
oh no.
Oh no, mine!
I apologize. to
I
everyone.
got myself. I just-
Dang. It said bet.
no.
Boom.
Alexa said
Bididididididoo.
bet.
Despacito. She's all yelling at it. Shut up!
Please
She's like, hey, shut the f up!
Congrats, son. You played yourself.
Yeah, that's why I have a GOOGLE as well. I'm not saying it. I'm not gonna play myself. I got like 4 throughout my apartment, so it's like I say one, they all go off.
Oh.
That's terrifying,
I'm done
absolutely.
with myself.
No,
Anyway,
actually, in the office in my bedroom, they're muted. Anyways, yes. We left off with the party on their way to the Cast Iron Casket, which is an inn on the lower Durlusk side of the city.
So, I suppose I could whip something up. Are you allergic to anything? Any of you? Leeks, potatoes, strawberries?
I'm a
No.
vegetarian.
Do you have any seafood? I'm pescatarian. Do you have any fish, maybe?
Possibly. I can see what they have brought in. We're by the water, so it's
Perfect,
possible
yeah.
I can just scoop
Yeah.
something up, you know?
Mhm.
We'll see.
You just scoop up a fish that's like floating on top of the river, already dead. Like, here you go.
Like, ugh.
So
I was just like, wait.
I was like, wait a second. Usually the inn is the one that provides the food.
That's what I was about to ask.
Are you like just going in and being like,
She's just going
"Moo."
straight to the kitchen.
She goes straight to the kitchen. Just
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
walk in like they know who I am, and I'm gonna go up to the bartender and just be like,
So I'm gonna cook something in the back. I've done it before, I think, and I honestly could probably make a decent enough meal for all of you. What do you say? Oh, I'm Myrtle, by the way. In case you're new. Who is this?
do I recognize this bartender?
You do. You recognize the at the barkeep. His name is Grig.
Greg!
Grig.
Yeah, you!
Grig. Grig.
Greg!
Oh, I'm definitely calling him Greg.
Greg! Is that you?
Myrtle. It's Grig.
Greg, that's what I said.
Grig.
Greg.
While she's at the bar, like up at the barkeep, I find the like most empty stretch of table and like immediately start stacking books around, and I'm gonna examine the book that was in the fireplace
I'm
somewhere.
gonna sit down. Like, would you say that you were maybe doing that on a table, like off to the side?
Oh yeah,
Or-
definitely
okay.
like away from people, please.
I'm gonna sit at that same table probably, and like take out the piece of paper and just look at it some more.
Which piece of paper?
The hit list. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, both. Ash. Both.
So the hit list and the
The
blueprints.
blueprint. Thank you for reminding me.
Like, y'all picked up a few things in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lyrican
Forgot.
goes to the bar.
Perfect.
Beeline
can-
to the bar.
And go ahead.
I'm just gonna like try to open up where the place is where I can get to the back.
Alright, so ingredients in the back. How much?
Myrtle.
Right.
Member, just tell us what you want made and we'll make it ourselves.
No, I'd rather make it and we can at least work together on it. You know, you peel potatoes and I actually put the spices in. Tell me you didn't like the meal I made for you last time.
Can we roll to see if he liked the meal you made for him last time?
I'm trying to determine if you're trying to trick him or if you actually did.
I genuinely believe. Like, I don't know if I did. Listen, it's going to be to your discretion if I did or not, but Myrtle.
I think it's the memory. Got it. Myrtle, those weren't potatoes you were peeling.
Yes?
No.
Yes, they were. They were potatoes. What else do you peel? Well, I suppose you could peel onions before you chop them, and sometimes you skin the carrots before you put them in the pot to boil, but...
You were in the back opening the sacks of hops that we used to brew our ale and dumping them out.
What? No, that doesn't sound like me. I wouldn't waste good hops like that. Let me in the back. Trust me, I can cook better than anyone. I even brought my own tools.
And I'm going to take out my cooking tools from my bag.
Oh my gosh. Myrtle, you're not gonna stop, are you?
Just let her cook.
No.
It's like, just let her cook.
For goodness sakes, boy, let me through.
Do you have like a spatula on you or something, or
I-
a rolling pin?
So in my pack, I am proficient in cook's utensils. So I don't know if I actually have specifically. I do have a mess kit, which I mean,
so do they. It's an inn.
I mean, no, but I would probably take out my own mess kit and be like, look, I have like ladles and everything. But you know, I could always use yours. I'll just make sure to wash it afterwards.
So, in the moment that you are talking to Greg, and he's doing whatever he can to make sure you can't come in the back.
I'm sure.
You hear like a very like gentle voice from behind you. Greg, just let her go cook. There's gonna be nothing wrong with it. And there's this small little female dwarf behind you, and you recognize her. She is actually the daughter of the owner of the cast iron casket, and her name is Pernan.
Oh, Hernan. Oh, you.
Oh,
beautiful-
Myrtle, I told you call me Penny.
You know that it's always too informal for how well you treat us, but whatever you wanted, Penny dear. May I go to the back and make some food for my new friends? At least I could do is treat them to a nice warm meal.
Why, of course. And she takes like your hands in between hers, and she kind of gives like a little pat. And what we'll do is we'll make some peach cobbler too. Does that sound good?
Oh, I do love making peach cobbler with you. And I just kind of pinch her cheek and be like, let's go.
So she's a dwarf, so she's like looking up, like holding your hands, and be like, all right, we gonna make some peach cobbler. So what do we need? And as she like, she doesn't even need to lift the gate or the counter to go into the barkeep. She just kind of like walks under it. She just walks right under it because she's that small. And she she just like quickly like look at Greg. Greg, all I want you to do is man the bar. You let me handle the kitchen. Come on, Myrtle, and she helps lead you back to where the kitchen where you can begin your cooking.
Thank you, dear. We're gonna need some peaches and butter and
I'm just gonna list off some ingredients like.
And you can start your cooking journey with her. All right, and we'll go back to Lyrican.
So Lyrican goes right up to the bar, slides up onto a stool. I imagine there's a stool. And sort of just like waits to be served. And
as you did that, that's when Myrtle and Penny went in the back, And Grig's just standing there with his arms crossed. She gonna get me fired one day. And then he walks over to you and, what can I get for you today?
You're decent, Al. Not your best, not your worst.
That's all we have here. Who do you think we are? The sweltering pig?
I don't know. If that's all you got, then that's what I'm having.
And he walks over and pours from the tap into a tankard and comes and slams it down in front of you. And almost a little bit too hard because he is kind of frustrated with the interaction that he had with Penny and Myrtle. And it kind of splashes and hits you.
And having had a very not great day already.
First,
Sort of
the
like-
market guy who tried to stiff you on your bear pelt.
Automatically, it's like, this bitch is racist. But understands the exchange that just went on, so tosses a couple copper at him. I don't know money in this game.
Yeah, just 2 coppers.
Just tell me how much.
2 copper is all it really is going to take from this place.
Okay.
And he just takes the copper and puts it in his little pocket and just kind of walks away and is tending to other people at the bar. Muriel, Kathleen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Waiting for your cue.
I don't quite remember when I took a look at this back at the house. There was like a key missing.
Yeah, so it's not like any key you've ever seen. The lock mechanism that's on top, it is almost reminiscent of like a puzzle box, but with the puzzle missing. Quite literally think like the Mummy, the key that goes in the book.
Right. Okay. Do I feel like I examined the body to see if the key or anything like the key was on the body or in the room, right? We did that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
Could while I'm looking at these papers, I don't know if it would be like insight or investigation or perception. Could I just maybe glance over and maybe see that bulge in Amiriel's bag?
Is that an egg in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Right.
I mean, the bag's not on the table.
Well, maybe while you were taking everything out of your things, like maybe could I have maybe seen it? Not seen it exactly, but just like
I mean, yeah, that's like
extra.
I feel like that's a fair roll for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would it be, Ash?
Perception, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was thinking my bag, my rules, but it doesn't have
No,
to be the
no,
case.
and honestly, I completely understand. It's a 14.
My bag, my rules.
One moment, please. I'm getting some ambient music going.
I can't hear it in game, by the way, but
I don't think I've hit.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not actively trying to hide it, so I think a 14 would be enough to like notice that there's like a large ovoid object in the bag, but
Yeah.
she's also not like just revealing it to the room, so I don't think you like see it, but you know something's there. It's not a book.
Yeah. I'm
You
just
said
gonna
it was
be-
a 14.
Yes.
All right. Muriel,
11 plus 3.
you're trying to hide it and conceal it, correct?
I mean, I said like I'm not like showing it off to the room, but I don't think that she's like furtively looking around and making sure no one's looking to see if there's an egg in her bag either, you know? Like,
Yeah. One moment. That got really loud. I apologize. Trying to get some ambient music going here, and it got
Tavern tunes.
some tavern music, and it got really loud for a second.
The ambiance.
Oh,
The
Beyonce.
band was just really enthusiastic, okay?
Yeah.
There you go. Is that better, chat? All right. Yeah, I would say you notice that her back looks a little bit more plump than when the last time you saw her, or the last time you actually like took a good look at what she was having in her satchel.
I'm just gonna be, looking at the blueprint and the hit list and, like talking to her, but not directly looking at her, talking to her, and just say, so I guess the book isn't the only thing you took from the house then?
Nope. But he's dead, right? So.
Fair. What do you think it is?
Oh, the book?
No, the other thing.
I'm not sure. I was going to investigate it to find out. But I figure we have more important things to do, so.
Right. Just if something happens, I didn't know that you had that.
Nope. Nope. I don't even know who you are. Anyway,
Right.
have you seen anything that looks sort of like this imprint? And I like trace around where the like puzzle key is missing.
Would I, Ash?
Roll an investigation.
Okay. That's a 5.
You don't recognize the shape. It looks like no shape you've ever seen.
I'm
Not
just gonna-
not a square, not a circle,
Right.
not a triangle,
I'm just gonna...
not an octagon, not a hectagon, not a pentagon, not a trapezoid. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm kidding.
So
Right.
here's the thing.
Yeah,
This
no,
book
I
is
don't...
obviously magical.
Okay.
And opening a magical object from ways that it's not meant to be opened can be dangerous. But
Like, how so?
like it could have some kind of trap, or it could lose its magical qualities if it's not opened in the correct way. But
So we
I
could
could
die.
also I could cut the spine and open it from that side.
That won't...
It
Right.
might not be readable if it's not opened the correct way. It might be completely empty. But it could just be a book with a fancy lock. I mean, it's necromantic in origin. I know that it is.
Did you say necromancy?
Yes? That's a school of magic that it's imbued with.
Why would Muddick have that?
I don't know.
Sorry,
had no
I wasn't
idea who he
asking.
was.
I'm not asking directly. I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's a book I can't open, so I want to open it.
Well, I don't want to die.
I'm ambivalent. Maybe we could find some sort of craftsman that could make a key for it. I mean, if it were in the right shape, but maybe it would need to be enchanted too. Can I like... She's deep in thought. She's thinking. Can I like roll to see if I could like, I don't know, think of a possible way that it could be opened without having the key?
Give me an Arcana check. Let's see if there's
Okay.
anything that you might have read.
I've read so many things. I have read, let's see. I've read 11 things.
You've read enough about items imbued with necrotic origin, necromancy type school, to know that there could be something really dangerous if you open it the incorrect way. That's all you really know.
Could I do
Yeah.
it?
That's the thing about necromancers. They tend to just not trust anybody. I mean, for good reason. Nobody really likes someone that doesn't really respect death and its finality. I mean, if there's no soul in the corpse, then what does it really matter? But then again, I wouldn't want someone bringing me back to life after I died to do their evil bidding or neutral bidding, or I mean, maybe if it was for a good cause, that would be all right. But you can't know. You've got no control over that if you're dead, you know? And you don't consent to it, so.
And you just see Kathleen just grab a necklace out of her, like, shirt.
She's kind of
shawl.
tangenting right now. I don't know if she would notice.
And I'm just listening to you, but also just like, what would Muddock need that book for?
Right.
And I don't know what kind of check I would need to do, but would Kathleen have seen this book or know of this from the library? Okay.
You don't even need to do a check. You have no fucking clue.
No fucking clue. Okay. Love it. Love that for me.
I mean, did you say out loud what would he have to do with it or no?
No, I'm just thinking to myself.
Okay. Then I'm going on and on about necromancers, and now I'm talking about like historical necromancers and like what their like moral like choices would be, and like whether or not I'd want to be raised from the dead by them to do their bidding.
And I'll just tuck the necklace back in and I'll just look at you and kind of like, well, do you maybe have any idea like what Muddock would need that for?
It might not even be his.
Right. And I'm just gonna look at the blueprints and the list again, and
I mean,
I'll be actively listening, but you know.
There's no way to tell if the book that's in someone's house when they're dead is actually theirs, or if the person who killed him left it there because it was in the fireplace, and not everyone can just, you know, snap their fingers and turn off a fire. It's actually a pretty common skill now that I think about it. Not very special. I really need to get more spells in my spell book. Maybe I can copy some from this book. I mean, like, it's a pretty unique tome. I bet there's some spells in here that are really good. If it's not,
I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut her off and be like, "Do you maybe recognize this blueprint? Maybe."
I look at it. I haven't looked at it before. What's it of? Do I know? Is it Muddock's house? What are we looking at?
It looks to be like the blueprint of the dam.
The dam.
Mm-hmm.
The dam that
the Fire Steep Dam.
Right. I mean, it's a dam. Did you not know what a dam looks like? Generally, they're used.
Is it the Fire Steep Dam? Though,
oh yes.
Is what I'm trying.
Yes. I mean, there aren't very many other dams that are this, you know, modern relatively, and this, you know, huge, both of significance and also just size. I mean, the only other dams around here are like, I don't know, beaver dams, or you don't really have blueprints of those.
I asked because this night, you know, has kind of taken a bunch of turns, and maybe I'm lost in my own head a little bit, but I'm glad I found this.
Yep. I'm sorry. I don't see how it has any relevance.
Lots. Maybe not to you, but
this man has died.
Right. And I'm just gonna put the piece of paper down. And so, do you think that cutting the spine?
Oh no, I think it's surely to at least maim whoever does it. Yeah. At least, probably kill.
Of the book.
Maybe turn them into a zombie. No, the book. I meant the book. I think it'll hurt you. I think it's probably trapped. It's definitely magical.
Okay.
I think we should find some sort of powerful enchanter. Or a thief. Or an enchanter thief. Or someone who can make enchanted keys to fit in enchanted locks. Generally, you have to enchant them both at the same time. But you never know. I think that if we could find someone to remove the enchantment that keeps it locked, that might work. Maybe.
Right. Can Myrtle do that?
No. I mean, it's possible, but she's probably forgotten.
Oh, true. True.
Are we getting food at any point?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
So during the conversation, Lyrican, have you joined them, or are you still mulling over everything over a tankard?
I think probably maybe near the end of their like conversation, she would have kind of wandered over.
How many have you
just
had at this point?
Oh, just one.
Just one, okay.
She's like halfway through it. Yeah, she's just halfway through it.
Okay. And Myrtle?
She's
cooking.
not in her home, so like she's being good.
So I'm cooking. I mean, I can certainly roll to see how good the food is, but I'm in the kitchen. I mean, what kind of ingredients would I have here?
You would have standard ingredients. So you would have typical like breads, fish. There's a little bit of game. So you do see like deer, mutton, and such. And then you see some standard vegetables, but nothing fancy.
So I'd probably like, because Emuriel said that they were vegetarian. I will make sure that it's like, I want to make something like a veggie kind of soup or something, something homey, like warm and like a home kind of like just a warming meal. And then and then we'll make the cobbler as well. Like we prepped it and probably would have stuck it in the oven or something at this point.
Okay. One moment and do. Pardon me. All right. Have you completed the meal, or are you still working on it?
I would say the meal's probably almost ready, depending on how long they were talking, and then the cobbler would be in the oven baking. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We'll go back to actually, before we do that, sorry, I'm like trying to like add things on D&D Beyond and stuff. Don't do that while you DM. You get very distracted. So, Penny will turn to you. Myrtle, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in quite a while.
Oh, been traveling a little, and well, there was a man who was hung today, which was unfortunate.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that one. That one was really sad.
Yeah, I don't know if he was really, if he was actually, if he did those crimes that they were accusing him of. But I'm not the queen, so I cannot be the judge or the jury or the executioner, Lily forbid.
No, you can't be that, Myrtle. You're the healer.
That's exactly my point, is that I don't think I could do that at all. There was a dead man today, though. It was unfortunate that he passed away, but, I feel like something's going to be happening in the city very soon, and whatever you do, just make sure you keep your head down and also on a swivel. Don't want you getting caught up in anything that is going to be bad for your health or your business.
Yeah.
Your father, too.
Did Greg not tell you?
Tell me what?
Papa passed away about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, sweetheart. And I'm just gonna like hold her and oh, would this come as a shock to me, knowing her father? Like, was he old or?
He wasn't too terribly old. She's fairly young. I would say she's probably about like 7. See, I keep wanting to go off of human years. Hold on. Real quick. Yeah, she's young for a dwarf. She's probably about 50.
Oh shit. Okay, so her dad wouldn't have been too old either then. Shit.
No, he was probably closer to like about 200, so he was in his like middle age, late age, but not young enough to make you question, but not too old.
Was he ill or what happened? I thought he was in good health last time I saw him.
It was the collectors. They came by and we couldn't pay them in tax, and they weren't too happy, and so they took him away, and I don't really know what happened much more past that, but when they dropped him off, he was barely able to stand, and she like wipes away a tear from her cheek. She's got short curly red hair that's like in quite literally like Susie Q curls coming from the front of her hat. She's kind of got almost like a bonnet type hat on. She's wearing an apron and just a general white tunic that has singe marks across it from being a little too close to the fireplace at times, and just I couldn't help Myrtle.
Oh my goodness, Penny, I'm so sorry I wasn't there to help.
Please, it's not your fault. You had to go off and help other people, and Papa, he just we couldn't help him. And she like, and this is where in that moment you know that the people in Lower Durlusk just aren't fortunate under the Queen's rule. And you know, she takes her hand again and is looking up at you and says, "We've come to understand that that's just the life we live out here."
Oh, sweetheart, that shouldn't be the life anyone lives. That shouldn't be anyone's lot in life. And certainly not some kind people such as yourselves. It's just not right. And
well, you know, everybody gets down on their luck sometimes, and she kind of like quickly looks behind her and jumps off the stool, because she had to stand on a stool to be high enough on the at the stove to cook with you. So she kind of jumps off and quickly goes around the corner and shuts the door so Greg doesn't hear. Papa left me something, and not just the tavern, but she quickly goes into her pocket and she pulls out what looks to be like a lump of coal. He left me this.
What is it?
I'm gonna like try to reach out for it, just like in case she wants to hand it to me so I can examine it.
Oh, yes. Sorry, it's. I have to conceal it just in case the collectors come back around. One moment, my dog keeps jumping on me.
I was
Go
literally
away!
just typing in chat.
Like,
how
what you
cute.
got?
I was like, go away! I love you. We'll go for a walk in a bit, though. It's okay, baby. So she's like, I had to conceal it. I don't want the collectors finding it. And she like, the piece of coal is so large in her hand. When she holds it out, it almost looks like a small like boulder. And you put your hand out, and she goes and she crumbles it, and out from the coal falls a diamond. And the diamond falls into your hand.
Oh, sweet heavens. This is... My child, you must keep this very safe somewhere, hidden. If those collectors were to get any kind of wind of that, they'd take you for all you're worth. And certainly this is worth... Well, that's a very large rock, my dear.
I know, but I want you to have it.
What? No, what?
It's
I can't accept this.
you
This
have
is-
you have to, and I'm asking you to. It's not just any diamond.
Your father gave this to you as a dying gift, and you're giving this to me, saying it's a... I'm sorry, what exactly... I'm sorry, special diamond?
Yes. So, my father.
I'm like stirring the pot at the same time. I'm just, like,
So, my father came from our original land before the Fire Steep War. And he used to be a miner, and he found this diamond, and he realized that there's something special to it. And when he gave it to me, he said special people need to have special things. And I want you to have it, because I think you are a special person, and you are meant to bring so much good in this world. I can't do it from here in the tavern. You're out there helping people, and this can help you. And Papa said it's called the Diamond of Reflection.
Diamond of reflection.
Yeah.
What mine did he get this out of? Do you know?
It was near the rift.
okay. Interesting.
Can you give me a history check?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a history check here on this one, because, okay. Ooh, not bad. 13 minus 1 for 12.
So, the Shar Rift, or also known as the Great Rift, is a place in Eastern Shar. It's quite far from here, because we are definitely a little bit more on the northwest part of the region. One moment. It's a huge gouge in the ground, where essentially the initial tearing of the tapestry that I had mentioned in episode 1, it's essentially an area that is riddled with magic. It's consumed by the Underdark. It's consumed by a lot of different kind of magic.
Okay. Would I have also, like, known that her father was, like, a miner who, like, I guess would have, like, found stuff, or, like, would have been, like, do I know maybe that there were miners who were assigned to places like this? Potentially, like, in history? I mean, I might not remember, but, like...
The rift, the Great Rift is just a place that was known to be the home of the Gold Dwarves, but history has it as an area that was torn apart by the tapestry. But it's just been known as the home of the Gold Dwarves, and a lot of nomadic dwarves had kind of left the rift and traveled up towards the Fire Steep, which is where we actually saw the start of the Fire Steep War.
Right.
So her father family comes from the Great Rift, but all we know is that he was a miner, and potentially his grandparents and grandparents before him.
Oh, okay.
This, Penny, I can't take a family heirloom from you. What if this is... What if the collectors come for you next? What happens then?
It's something. If they do come and they do find me, it's better they find me without this. It's supposed to help you.
How so?
So the item that she gives you, pardon me, not quite sure how to role play this part, is telling you about the item.
Sorry,
So the item that she gives you is the Diamond of Reflection. When you make a roll that you are not happy with, it allows you to reflect on that roll and essentially roll again. So it gives you roll an advantage roll if you would like to take it.
Penny.
And it can be used only once per long rest.
Well, shit. Whoa.
Essentially,
Okay.
you get to reflect on the action you took and decide if you like to take it again.
Whoa. That's like a luck. Okay, yeah. Fuck. Okay, well, like.
Yeah, it's
Vandy,
basically
my
a
brain
lucky
is like,
item.
Fuck yeah, take the item kind of thing. Like,
I keep forgetting that I can do that too.
Oh yeah, it's the what spell is it?
I have a chronal shift.
That's right. That's right.
It's
Oh,
an
yeah,
ability, not a spell, and I keep forgetting about it.
So, I mean, I don't know how much. Actually, I don't think we ever figured out how much gold I would have had in my pockets just like traveling around. I assume it probably wouldn't be very much.
I can check that because I got D&D Beyond and your character sheet pulled up.
I mean, my character sheet has 0 gold on it, which is why I'm like.
Oh, I guess we never figured that out.
we never figured it out. But like, I would say like, probably wouldn't be very much. It might be like 5 gold max kind of thing. But like, whatever gold I would have.
Yeah, I would say you would probably have maybe like 5 or 6 gold. I'll go ahead and add it right now. So you'll have 6 gold on you.
Okay. So I mean, I'm just gonna take all the gold I have out of my pockets and give it to her, and I'm like, listen, it's not much, but at the very least, you could make good use of this. At least stave off the collectors in the meantime. This is
Myrtle,
kind of gift.
I can't take that.
What are you saying? You can't take that. You just gave
The
me...
books. They'll look at the books and they'll see that I somehow came across 6 gold. It's just not gonna look right to them. And she
Then
looks around and
purchasing this meal, this use of the kitchen for 6 gold.
And I put it on the table, like on the counter.
she shoves it back. I have a better idea. She quickly takes a spoon and takes a sip of your stew. I swear you make some of the best stew.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. Give me this recipe, because then I can actually sell it, and that'll help me out.
Well, it's an old Arxolian recipe. It's good for the bones, and yeah, sure. You got a scroll, piece of paper, and a quill.
I do, and she jumps off of her stool again, and she quickly throws the door open and goes up to the front of the barkeep. You kind of hear like some like things kind of getting like tossed about, maybe like a glass or 2 breaking, and she runs back in with a quill and parchment.
And I'll just like, while the stew is finishing cooking, I'll kind of like write down the notes and whatever, and just kind of discuss with her, because we've cooked before together. So I'm just gonna put like little notes of like things that we kind of like inside, little mentions of like, don't forget like the pinch of salt here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like just little bits and pieces, and then I will roll it up and put it over to her.
Okay.
And yeah.
I also forgot to mention, so you can use the Diamond of Reflection once per long rest up to a max of 5 times. So it only has basically 5 uses to it before it cracks.
Excellent. Okay. Damn, wow. Holy shit, okay. So I'll give her the recipe. And I'll just like, I will let everyone know that, well, I already have, that this is the best tavern in town. And you will tell me if those collectors come back and start threatening you, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, my mother was never around, but I always loved having you around.
Well, I didn't have very much family after my younger years, but it's nice to feel like I have a granddaughter or a daughter of my own.
And just kind of pat her head.
You know, like it's a total like anime eyes looking up at you, just like in awe of like who you are, and just with your help and all of this, like we will be the best tavern out here. I know we will.
Yes, it's better than that hog spit one,
Oh, the sweltering pig. I know.
Yeah,
All they serve there is
terrible.
literally sweltering pig.
Disgusting. Bad for their skin and the scales.
And I'm just gonna be like,
And their heart. I learned that from you. Too much sodium in that pork.
Too much salt and it'll crust up your insides. I've seen it. It's disgusting.
Yep.
and I'm gonna start getting the bowls and everything else ready, and
Greg, get in here. We can use an extra hand. Greg comes in and helps you out. Reluctantly,
and
but at the request of Penny.
And Greg, get the pie once it's ready. It should have another few minutes while we're serving the soup.
And we'll serve the soup and leave kind of Greg in, like, after we serve the soup, I'll just tell Greg to just stay there, and then we'll bring the soup out for everybody.
Awesome. We go back to Kathleen, Muriel, and Lyrican as Greg, Myrtle, and Penny all approach with bowls in hand, a large copper pot full of this feast that Myrtle had basically just prepared. And Greg comes in one hand. He's able to. He's like half orc, so he's a fairly freaking big, especially compared to Penny. And in one hand, he's able to hold a tankard of ale for each of you. And just comes and puts it on the table.
Oh, I don't drink.
Yeah, I can't.
It kind of, I mean, I know that like I've been holding myself together fairly well today, but when I drink, I kind of go a little like, and she makes this motion of like both of her hands in front of her face, like crossing over as if to say like, things just stop making as much sense.
Right. Yeah, no, I can't either. And I'm just gonna kind of like gesture to my,
Guard's outfit?
yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Gosh, sorry. Woo. My brain.
Well,
Listen, if you're not drinking, at least you can. Penny, do you want to sit with us? Have a meal with us. And
Oh,
Greg, after the pie.
I love to, but I do got to get ready to start closing down here in a bit. You guys staying? Should I prepare a room for you?
Yeah.
If you could, a couple rooms would be nice.
That won't be necessary, but thank you.
Do you have a place to stay?
Yeah, where are
Good.
you going?
Home.
Oh. Well,
Sounds nice.
must be. All right. Wonderful.
Just like looks away like I'm not talking anymore about it.
Well-
Actually, I wanted to ask you, Lyrican and Myrtle, might you know anyone, an enchanter or someone who makes enchanted objects or sells them or might know about them. We need to, or I guess, sorry, what's your name? Penny?
Penny,
Do you
yes.
do you know anybody who might know, an enchanter
I,
or someone familiar with enchanted objects?
I actually do. And she kind of like looks at Myrtle for like a quick second about the item. Um, I do. Like, what kind of like enchanter are you looking for?
This book, it's locked. I would like it to not be locked.
Have you thought about going to the library?
You know?
Can we table that option for maybe another time?
Do you not like libraries? I personally find them a little dusty myself, you know, with all the bookworms and whatnot.
I love libraries. This one in particular, just might not want to see me right now. And she's smiling in a way that looks like kind of like cringing a little bit, like,
What on earth did you get yourself into, you silly girl?
trying to figure that out. It's fine.
Well, the only one I really know is Navash the Great.
Navash?
Yeah.
Not at the library?
No.
Or at the library?
Not. Unfortunately, he's not located anywhere near the library. He ain't really even anywhere near here either.
That's great. Where's this Navash?
That's great.
Like, where is he?
Not at the library. Perfect.
Like, I don't want to go back to the library. Oh my goodness.
Mom, I have too many overdue fees.
No.
Oh my god.
Is that really?
No, that's not it.
He's actually way back in the Shondle Woods.
The Shondle? That's not in the city at all.
No, it's actually quite far up northeast past the Fire Steep Mountains.
That's very far. Well, maybe one of you could take this book to the library and ask them.
You
Which
are going to
library?
eat your soup, and
Yes.
you're going to say everything, young lady.
I wanted to ask Ash if I would if someone part of the Elven tribe would have some way of getting into it.
Yeah.
Giving the book over to Navash.
No, like if
Just if someone in my tribe, because that's closer, would know where, would be able to open the book.
No. This
No?
is has really not much with what else? It's pretty outside that realm.
Would Kathleen know of there being a possibility in the Queen's library?
On how to get to Navash or how to open the book?
How to open the book?
None that you know of.
So is it only at the Academy Library then? I mean, it seems like that would be the likely place, but is that really the only option? You DM you.
I'm sorry.
You DM you.
You DM you.
You dungeon daddy.
Daddy, please. There's no other way.
Penny's just like, well, it's a book. Books belong in libraries, don't they? She has no
Not
freaking clue.
always.
She
Some of
just
them
said
are
a
in
library
shops.
because that's what she assumed.
I'm gonna see kind of where Amriel's going. Like,
Amiriel?
thank you. Wow.
No, we're good. It's
sleepy.
late. We're good.
It's
I'm
late.
sleepy. And I'm gonna say, well, I do have to report in the morning. Maybe I could go by the library.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you seem reluctant to go.
Oh yeah. Well, you know how it is when you leave home for the first time by force, not because you wanted to, and then you
actually, yeah, I do.
shouldn't go back until you do what they told you to do. It's not a problem. You're all safe.
Sure.
I
Well,
said
I
I
mean,
say, if
probably.
someone's coming to get you,
No.
I'm not putting my life in danger for that.
No.
Right.
There's no one coming.
Good question, Lyric. And honestly, I was.
No, that's not what I
mean-
meant. No. It's nothing like that.
And if anyone
Greg,
comes
get
after
the
me,
pie.
I won't hesitate to stab them through with one of my arrows.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Greg's a little busy assisting and helping people get tankards of ale and use.
You know the thing that
What's-
bark.
do you smell something burning?
oh, for heaven's sake! And I'm gonna get up and just hobble over to the kitchen and just.
Damn it! I really
Greg!
wanted that peach cobbler. Ugh. And I'm gonna. Home. That word really rang a little bit in my mind, and I'm gonna think about home.
I'm going to eat my soup.
A good idea.
Yeah, I'll eat too.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll probably eat as well.
Was there anything else that
Before
we-
Myrtle
forgot
karate
about
chops
eating.
our heads off.
There was also his journal, right? Or did I have to turn that into the? I think they took that from me, didn't they?
I can't remember.
Hold on a second.
I think
I feel like I
I
would have written it down in my character sheet as something I had because I
Yeah,
wrote the other stuff
and
down.
I double checked
Yeah.
everybody's character sheets that you guys all had the right items, so I think you did hand that to Cork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
distracted Quark so Amriel could put the diary back down. That's what I ended up doing when they walked in. So yeah, they probably have it now. That's definitely. Did you say that out loud? Sorry, you were asking Ash, weren't you?
I was asking Ash if there was anything
Okay,
else
okay,
that we
okay.
haven't like investigated
Right,
that
right,
we
right.
have on our persons for that could give like some kind of like tips or tidbits. Like if there's anything that we picked up that might help us investigate that we were forgetting that we have, basically.
Is there
I don't
anything
think so.
distinctive on the blueprints that would stick out? Markings, lines.
I mean, was this guy was he a builder? Why would he have it?
He
helped
was the
construct it.
he was the primary architect. So
Oh. That makes sense.
yeah, he was the primary architect of the dam.
Then that would make sense why he would have the damn blueprints. Okay.
You do notice though a marking at the very top corner that says 2 of 2.
I'm gonna show them the party. I'm gonna show them all and just be like, I don't think this. What do you think this means? Like 2/2 Ash. I'm writing it in my notes.
Well, I mean, I am kind of an expert on texts. So generally, if it says 2 of 2, that means there was a previous 1 of 2.
Right.
Generally.
And I'm just gonna be frustrated. So that means there's another one.
Is there anywhere a record of the official map of the dam?
I think I know where one might be, but you're not gonna like it.
Where?
The library. Obviously.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes. That is where public records tend to go.
Well, this is the library of the Academy of Mages, not the library of the Queen. The library of the Queen would have the dam, certainly. Which is a
I've never
perfectly
I just
seen it
thought you
there,
didn't
though.
like any library the way you were acting.
I've never seen it in the Queen's Library though. Maybe I haven't looked hard enough. I don't know.
Ash, would the blueprint, the official blueprint of the dam, be in the like Queen's Library?
It would be in the Queen's, probably not in the Queen's Library per se. That's probably a lot of more of like personal works, but in the Hall of Records potentially.
Hall of Records. Excellent.
Oh, there's a hall of. I didn't know. Hall of
Usually
Records.
there's halls that have records in them. Doesn't that real? That's real. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
A thing that happens. Okay, so we need to take the necromantic tome to the
Hall.
Academy of Mages. Obviously, because why would there be anywhere else to take that? And then we need to take the blueprint to the Hall of Records. And she's like writing this down. Actually, she's making a list.
A quest log.
I'll forget otherwise if I don't write everything down. I
Honestly,
absolutely
same.
forget. Things get muddy. And
Yeah,
she
no,
looks
that's
at Myrtle and she's like, maybe you should write more
Well,
things
I'm not even
down.
there. I'm still. I'm
Oh,
dealing with the
right.
topic. Yeah. But I probably would have come back like I don't know at this point probably with the
Probably, yeah.
attempted to salvage the cobbler. You know, like I'm
You probably took like the back of like a butter knife to like scrape off, and it like burnt crisps on the very top. You probably put like a single like leaf of sage on top to try to make it look all fancy and.
Yeah, just like it'll do. It's still cobbler. And bring it out and just be like, I apologize. I tasked, unfortunately, the most important part of this pie to a bumbling fool, and I.
That's okay, Myrtle. It's okay.
Greg overheard you, and you look over, and he's just like just flips you off.
Cut that finger off and sew it backwards.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's great, Myrtle. Thank you.
All of it's
Everything
been wonderful.
Everything
Thank you.
was yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's just that I don't get to feed guests very often, and it's a lonely life on the road. Anytime I come back into the city, I always want to make sure people are well fed.
We appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad. So long as you're leaving here with a full belly and a happy mind. Although, it seems as all your talk about libraries has caused this one to be a little on edge.
It's fine.
Perhaps she's allergic.
I'm not.
The libraries? Well, they do have mold and...
They do not. A well-kept library should never be moldy. Do you know what that would do to the books?
No, I don't think I've been in a library since...
So, I'll say it's about time I head back.
Same.
However, from our conversation, assume we are going to be meeting tomorrow at some point. So where should I come and see you?
I kind of gesture like, yeah, I should probably do the same. Have to report tomorrow. So
Bright and early.
right. Thank you.
What time
I guess
again? 0900.
900. Yeah,
You gotta report to your fancy, very bossy boy.
Yeah.
In the moment that you guys are discussing kind of what time to meet up in the morning, you guys kind of hear the faint like clippity cloppy in the back, signifying that Penny is kind of approaching again. All right, you guys. Unfortunately, I don't have too many rooms available, but I do have 3, and she holds up quickly 3 really old, rusty keys. So unfortunately, I think some of you guys are gonna have to share. But it's okay. I can go in the back and grab some hay bales, and we can create like little makeshift cots upstairs for you guys.
It's
Oh,
okay.
No
No,
one
I'm
should
not
need to
sleeping
share.
on
I'm
it.
not staying.
Neither am I.
What do you mean?
Ugh.
Well, the cat can stay with me.
It's
I mean,
it's a cat.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. We have a talking cat, but she's very tired right now. She's all tuckered out. And I just kind of like take my hood and kind of like show her, be like, she stands up on her hind paws and she talks.
And the only thing heard throughout like the entire vicinity, close to the sleeping Adira's like the purr. As you've been walking, it's been slowly kind of like rocking her, and she's just like
So cuddly.
Oh my goodness.
I love this so much.
I love her.
You mean to tell me we had a cat in the kitchen?
Oh, I mean, listen.
I'm just kidding with you, Myrtle. Why you really think I'm gonna be mad at you? You can bring a doggy in the kitchen. I won't care as long as the health inspector don't come around.
I just don't want any fur in the food, and I'm very particular about this, even though I've had my share of leaves and whatnot in my stews.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry. You guys sure you don't want to stay here? It's getting really late out, and you don't. Being on the streets out here at night's not a very kind place to be.
I'll be
I
fine.
won't be on the streets long.
She looks
Alright, well,
to.
I'm definitely staying. And you, silver one.
I would appreciate having a place to sleep. Yes.
She'll have her own room. It's on my tab.
She looks
And,
over. Penny looks over to Kathleen and Lyrican with like a very concerned look. I am insisting you guys stay. She's a very short, stout woman. Her hands are now on her hips, and she's looking up at you.
I mean, I'm a queen's guard.
I don't care if
I
you're the
gotta-
queen herself. You're staying here.
Oh.
It,
Sounds like the
Lyrican
DM's telling you
respects
to
the
stay.
power, so she's like, all right, I guess I'm staying here.
listen, if there's one person I don't argue with, it's this one. She may be small in stature, but my goodness, she has a fire in her that could melt iron.
Do we know about?
And it ain't just my red hair.
It ain't just her red hair.
And she kind of like does like a little hair flip. Just toss. Okay, someone knows Wicked. Toss.
Yes.
Horrible.
I'm just gonna glance around at everyone and just okay. It's
Now
fine.
that is settled.
I'll sleep on a bale, all right? I'll sleep in the barn. I don't care.
Don't you worry. We have really soft hay, and I got my own personal pillow. I'll bring it out for you. I want you guys to be very comfortable.
I've honestly
pillow is not
slept in
necessary,
worse
but I
places,
appreciate it.
So yeah.
Lyrican, you could stay with me if you wanted. I mean, I'm a smaller person. I'm sure we could be comfortable.
The beds are quite big. She points over to Greg. Sometimes he's got to crash here, so that should say enough.
Yeah. Should also say about the sturdiness of the timbers. Look at him, just scowling still.
I mean,
I
if you
am
don't
waiting
want
for
to,
the Myrtle Greg fight. I want it.
they're about to fight. They're about to throw down.
Hit him with the chair.
Oh my goodness.
I guess like Lyrican just kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Tell me where I'm sleeping."
I hold up the key that I was given.
All right, that's gonna be in room 4. It's upstairs and to the right. And then Myrtle, yours is room 2.
My regular one is
Absolutely.
fine.
I also made sure that Greg is preparing, your regular tea, so that'll be up in about 5 minutes.
Thank you.
And I'm just
If-
gonna look and just be like, I guess I'm with Myrtle.
I got 3 rooms, dear.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I'm just gonna
Get
take
your
the
on,
key.
Your Highness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take it.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, damn, the sassiness.
I just ignore her.
And Penny just looks over at Lyrican and goes, I'll get you a cup of tea too, because damn, that was scalding hot.
I'm just gonna like shrug and roll my eyes. I'm just like so done.
I push all of the books into my bag and like maybe accidentally get like a spoon in there as well, and like just like have it like under my like in my arms cradled like a baby, and I'm like, okay, great, thanks, see you tomorrow morning.
All right, so
Oh my goodness.
before anybody departs and goes back to the room, is there anything anybody would like to do?
I'm definitely gonna go up to my room and like look at the blueprints more and just like think back on the day. Stay up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna stick around with Penny for a bit and just kind of like talk to her as best I can about just the happenings that have been going on and just my journey and whatnot, and just kind of keeping her company until she closes up and everything, and helping out wherever I can.
Okay. Lyrican.
And I'm gonna slide the 6 gold in the till or wherever she normally keeps her gold at the end of the night, and just slide it there, you know, with a note saying for emergencies only.
Okay. Muriel and Lyrican.
Oh, Muriel's like as soon as the like sass happens and like she's like, okay. Leaving time, we're sleeping now.
All right. So everybody has gone into their rooms for the night. And Ashlina, pardon me, Kathleen, you're staying up just a little bit to kind of mull over the blueprints a little bit more, right?
Right.
And as you start mulling over the blueprints, you feel your eyes getting really heavy. And not long after, you drift into sleep. In your sleep, you find yourself struggling. It's a dream you've had often. You don't really know what it is, but your entire body feels weighted down. And sorry, there's still tavern music going on in the background. It's very like not
drinking.
Yeah. And you feel very weighted down. What are you doing? In your dream.
Ooh. Messaging you really quickly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you are currently in a dream state.
I definitely feel heavy, weighted down, yet I don't know exactly what's happening.
And in the moment, you feel this lightness trickling from your feet all the way up to your back. It feels the sensation of bubbles. And in a quick moment, you no longer can breathe. You are losing your breath. You're choking? Is that on water? And in that quick moment, you were back awake. You snap awake real quick from your dream state. And you quickly realize you actually had water in your mouth. There's a puddle sitting kind of like at the side. Your sheets are wet, basically. And we will end the stream there.
Did someone have an accident?
Oh no!
I wedded myself.
I wet the bed.
I wedded myself.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
I was scared.
You were scared. It was
really
Myrtle
pleased.
sharing the bed. Oh no.
Oh god.
Not that one.
What
no.
is the
Myrtle-
Derlussian brand of Huggies or depends?
Pampers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Myrtle like is just like, oh sorry.
Pampers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Sorry to
don't
end,
worry,
sorry to end it
all the
there. I
time.
know we didn't get into any combat today. Trust me, it wasn't planned. I literally had a map ready to go at some point, but you guys might still
Okay.
see it. Might still see it. There was a lot of information to unpack in this episode. So really excited. All right.
Roleplay though. I mean, honestly, even if there's no combat, like it's super
Yes.
cool to just, you know.
Just
This
like
is how I
Roleplay.
play. I like
there
that.
was so much relationship establishment that happened. I will say,
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. And
group
I think-
dynamics happened.
I think
Yeah.
like it really kind of fit to how like I enjoy playing, which is like very investigative, like, you know, like kind of getting a hold of all of the layers of pieces, you know, just to grow my character and obviously my notes, because I just am an
Yeah, well,
so I am.
Notes.
I like murder, so
She likes murder, but doesn't like
I do.
libraries.
She's a 10, but she hates libraries.
So
Zero.
Okay, real quick. Everybody go across and describe your character in that same format. She's a 10, but
Oh shit.
Oh god.
She's a 10, but can't remember why.
Oh my god.
She's
Oh
wait.
gosh. Oh no. Oh no.
What is it?
I don't know yet.
she's a 10, but she wets the bed.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. She's a 10, but literally doesn't know how to flirt. I was gonna tell y'all a story when I was a freshman in college.
She's a 10,
Oh,
but
yeah.
every other sentence out of her mouth hurts your feelings.
Yo.
Oh,
Lyrican.
boom. Emotional damage.
Big
I'm
emotional.
literally, I'm telling you right now, Calamity, Kathleen is. Ooh, that attitude.
What?
Can't tell if she loves it or hates it, but either way, she wants more.
And yeah,
She's a 10, but she's
Out
a-
of character, yes. I don't know.
oh
she's a
my
10, But
goodness.
she's literally a gift from God.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
She's a 10, but literally knows.
A Dyra. She's a 10, but only attracts strays.
Oh my
Yo. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Ouch.
She's a
She's
Woo.
a 10 but coughs hairballs.
I was gonna say that one. Oh,
my
and then for
God.
me as a DM, she's a 10, but she leaves everybody on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent,
shame.
excellent,
Plenty.
everyone. Good memeing, good memeing.
Good memeing. Good memes.
Ah, yes.
All
Good
right.
memes, good soup.
Good soup. Oh gosh, bring that one back, please. All right, well, everybody, thank you guys so much for joining us for Once Upon a Dice Roll episode 2 of our campaign. We will be having another episode next week to kind of make up for some lost time. Don't worry, we will be right back. Hopefully Stella will be feeling much better and will be able to join us. So please make sure you guys go send her some healing words over on her Twitter and her Instagram. Other than that, we're so excited to have you all joining us for another night. Be sure to follow us on all social media, Instagram, TikTok. No, we're not on TikTok. I'm just so used to saying
Yet.
that. Not
Yet.
yet. Not yet. Just, you know,
There are
just
some
Meg
flips
Ryan
that
pushing my hair out of the way. Just, you know,
.com/Durlussy.
they're lussy. Oh my
Or
gosh.
Lussy Ussy.
Jesus Christ. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. You guys are already here on TikTok, but we also do have our podcast that you guys are able to check out as well. So you guys can find everything at linktr.ee/uponadiceroll. That's where you guys can find all of that information. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.